Let's see here. Mainly just want to see if this works. Because last time I tried using StreamYard on my computer, it didn't work. It didn't work correctly. We're going to see if we can get this working now. Yeah, I'm testing out. There's supposed to be an update on YouTube Studio, so I'm just testing it out, and also testing out StreamYard. This is going to be through my phone. So last time I used my computer and it was just really low quality. So this time I want to try my phone. Hopefully the quality is a lot better. I want to check on another phone here. Let's see. I think the quality on the phone is a lot better if I run StreamYard through my phone. Yes. All right. Well, I think we're going to be using StreamYard for our next live Q&A. I think that'd be the way to go. So how you doing, Samir Sharda? And thank you, Igniter Small Engine Repair, for joining. Well, so hey, David, how you doing? Let me do something real quick. I want to try to send an invite. Whoever wants to hop on can do so. Something real quick here. There we go. All right, I think you guys will get the invite code there. So if you want to jump on and test it out with me, then you can do so. Got to make sure my volume is up on my phone as well. All right, I think it is up. Great. I'm doing pretty good, David. Thank you for asking. Hey, how you doing, Man of Steel? We finally meet. It's good seeing you. So I still don't understand, Man of Steel. Do you still work at a Ace Hardware? You can do something here. Grab this here. I can see both, so I don't have to switch over. Nothing much. If you want to jump onto the live, I can get you on as a guest if you want to jump on. Manage 3 stores. So is it just steel that you manage, or is it like the whole repair shop? All of the repair shops, or think so far so good on the stream. But I feel like hopefully when it goes to upload, last time I was getting troubles with my sound. It seemed like it was just off. The sound was off, but I don't know. Anyways. Oh, so you manage 3 different small engine steel departments. Oh, and those departments repair everything. Okay, that makes sense. Hey, how you doing, William? If anybody wants to jump on, I think I sent the link over there, so you guys can use that link and jump on if you want. Get you on as a guest. Yeah, so far I'm liking StreamYard again. As far as, oh, it never showed up? Let me try that again. Let me try doing the link again. It's the StreamYard link. Come on. Takes a little bit. I don't know why it's taking so long to send over. Oh. All right. You should be able to see the link. I might have just posted it twice. Whoops. Yeah, I think I just posted it twice. Oh, Man of Steel. I'm in Spokane, Washington. So. You guys see it? All right, good. This phone somewhere. All right, William, I see you. Give me a second. How you doing, William? Can you hear me? William, I can't hear you. Let's see. For some reason, I'm not hearing you. I think I heard you in the beginning. I can't hear you. I'm gonna try that again. I don't know if I'm having mic issues or William's having mic issues. Well, we'll see. All right, let's try one more time, William.
Okay, how's that now? Can you hear me now?
Okay, here's something.
Can you hear me now?
All right, I hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
How's that now?
How you doing?
Can you hear me now?
All right, I hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing? It's getting an
Yeah.
echo right now. Hold on. Now I'm
Not
getting.
bad. How about you?
Oh, I'm good. It's getting an echo right now. Hold on. Now I'm
Not
getting.
bad. How about you?
Oh, I'm good. You know what? Let me try to connect with my headphones because I think I'm getting a strange echo. Give me 1 second, William.
I think I'm having connection problems.
Let me try to connect with my headphones because I think I'm getting a... Could be an internet issue. Give me 1 second, William.
I think I'm having connection problems.
Give me a second. I'm gonna try to connect to my Bluetooth headphones. Give me a second. I'm gonna try to connect to my Bluetooth headphones. All right. Still nothing. William, can you hear me? William.
Hello? Yeah.
All right. How about now?
It's real. It's real staticky. I think it might be on my end.
Yeah, I'm having technical difficulties getting this thing set up, especially on my phone. Like, I'm losing connection on my phone. It's going good, really. But now it's like, it's doing something weird. But I'll keep trying.
All right. I think there's gonna be like two of them.
All right, I think we got three of them.
Hold
Two of me.
on. What's going on? Hold on. All right, William, can you hear me? Is the mic good? You guys hear me, or for some reason I can't hear you, William, anymore? Yeah, I don't know. This is like a T-Mobile thing. Can you hear me now? All right, Steve Small Engine Saloon, can you hear me? That's good. Hey, Josh Tuggle, how you doing? Yeah, William, I still can't hear you. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I thought it was my mic, but you guys want to jump on, I'm going to throw another link down, and we'll try to get more people without any technical difficulties. But we've been having a little bit of an issue lately. Andrew, how you doing?
Oh, hey, what's up, my man?
Hey, not much. How you doing?
We doing another StreamYard?
We're trying to. I've been having some difficulties, but right now we're going off of my mobile StreamYard, which is holding up a lot better than my laptop StreamYard.
I hear you.
So, oh, okay. Yeah, William was having some audio issues. I thought it was on my part, so I had to disconnect a few times, but I guess there was something going on with his mic.
I joined in a minute ago, but I just now picked up another lawnmower and another generator here.
Oh, what kind of lawnmower?
Oh. We have a Craftsman. Definitely needs some cleaning. Franklin Stratton.
Did you get it for free?
See that?
Did you get it for free, or is that a repair?
No, these are repairs. This, the customer brought that and this.
Oh, that's pretty nice. Good old Predator.
Yeah.
Good old Harbor Freight.
No, those are for repairs.
No, I'm saying that Predator is from Harbor Freight, right? He
Oh,
bought
yeah,
it from Harbor
yeah.
Freight. Yeah.
Yeah. And it won't start, so that'll be a video.
That Predator's from Harbor Freight, right?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
We're getting another echo.
Hey, what's up, David?
How much?
David, how you doing? David, I think. Hold on. All right, I was getting an echo for a second, but I think it's gone. How you doing,
Can you
David?
hear me all right?
Yeah, you're
Yeah, I
good.
hear you.
Cool.
What's going on with you, David? What you been up
I'm
to?
nuts right now. I'm waiting on a guy to come from Springfield to bring me some mini bikes.
Oh yeah, I saw that video. Is he bringing you that mini bike? Did he say also a go-kart or something?
Yeah. They're total rebuilds. He's willing to buy all the parts and tools and all that stuff for me to do it. So
He's gonna buy you
Don't have to do it.
call me. Oh, it's going to be interesting.
Oh, that's
Someone
awesome.
brought, Someone brought me a Vespa, like a moped, about 4
Mhm.
months ago. Never heard from him again. So I'm trying to sell that.
Jeez. I haven't had any of those cases yet.
Oh, Mick Mowers is on here. How you doing, Mick? If Mick wants to jump on, we got room for, what would that be? 3 more guys? If I have a
No.
3 streamer
I think you could have 10 or 9 on here.
9.
for without a paid membership.
Oh, I don't know. But I know we could get Mix on here for sure.
Oh, if he wants to join, I think I got a link over there in the chat.
Orders.
So
Yeah,
no,
I
I've
join
been
his
working.
every time. Every
Yeah, I just went
Saturday.
out. I just went out and cleaned up some driveways. About, I'd say, what would that be, 8 of them. Made
Yeah, I
some
know. I
decent
saw you
money.
on Ken's live chat. You were driving there.
Yeah, I went to one. I had like 3 more left, but I mean, it was all right. You know, making some money here and there. When
Hey,
it's the slow season.
anybody's good.
Yeah, when it's the slow season, you know, got no machines coming in, but
Yeah, see, I still have lawnmowers up here because it's still warm. Look, I'm wearing short sleeves and shorts. It's a nice
that's
sunny
crazy.
day out here in the desert.
Ken said he was gonna get like 2 feet of snow over there where he lives.
We probably got it last year. Yeah, barely.
Wow.
I mean, it snowed really hard for one day, shut down the town for a day, and the next day everybody was back to normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
like
don't know,
yeah, like in Seattle, Washington, if it snows like an inch or 2, the whole city shuts down because they barely get any snow over there. So they don't know
Hey.
what to do when snow starts coming down.
Hey, Phil or David, I got a question for you guys. With your guys' like main accounts, like your main guys that you normally fix a lot of stuff for, do you ever try to fix stuff that you normally don't do? Like, I got a few electric motors and an electric floor scrubber, but I've fixed so many things with these guys, and now they're like, "Hey, please try to fix this at least." And I'm like, "Okay."
I don't deal with electric motors.
I don't like electric work. That's just me. I think you guys know already that electric. Yeah, see, I would have no idea.
Well, they just need the bearings replaced in them. I could take that apart and do it, and then I got this thing. Like, I don't even know where to begin on this thing.
Oh man, that's a head
I know
scratcher.
it.
That's a
But look at all.
What is that? The ignition?
Yeah, it's all janky. But I told them, you know, I said, hey, I don't normally work on that, but at least I'll try. You know, these are my guys that normally bring me like a lot of money and a lot of work. So I always tell them like, hey, you know, at least I'll try. I could change the bearings on those motors, but I'm just like, ugh, I have no way to test them. They're 460 volts.
I'm sure you don't have that plug in your garage.
Yeah, no, those are for the prison to run a whole big ass air conditioner.
wow.
But you know, hey, you know, if it's like someone, you know, like a normal person just brought me those, I'd say no. But these are my big accounts. You know, I said at least I'll try.
No, yeah, it's worth a shot. I mean, you obviously, if it's a good account, you know, it's worth a shot. But if I ever got that in, I'd probably just say, I'm gonna have to pass on that, and more than likely just tell them, hey, you're gonna have to get someone that knows a little bit more, is more experienced in that, you know, field of repairs, or like electrical repairs. So that's just me. I'd be honest with them and say, no, that's something I can't handle. Fortunately, pass it on.
Well, like you never know.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'll make a video.
Oh, you're gonna make a video on that scrubber?
Yeah, probably on the scrubber.
It's gonna be tough. You're gonna have to read some manuals before you get going on that.
Yeah, I mean, I fixed the gas-powered scrubber he had, You know, but it's a gas-powered engine. I know those. You know, this is just an electric motor.
And you said it runs a 450 watt?
No. The big motors over here, these big ass motors over here, they're 460. That's just a 12 volt. The scrubber's just a 12 volt.
Oh, okay.
No, they're for two different accounts, and I told them both I'll try. And I said I can replace the bearings in those, but I have no way to test them to see if they're working.
Right. Yeah. Oh, that's true.
You got a multimeter?
That's a government thing. So I mean, I'm not even going to touch them until they actually get the funding approved, and it takes like a month to get funding approved from that account.
Wow.
But it's a government.
Before any repair?
Huh?
Before you repair any machine, you have to get approval?
No, just on the government's accounts.
Oh, okay.
Because the government could say, no, we'll just buy new ones. No, we need to repair them. Or they can say, okay, do the repair. But those are $5,000 motors, so.
Nick says if you can't fix it, Andrew, just give him a bucket and a brush instead.
Right?
That's funny.
Well, I can fix the scrubber. I mean, that's just a few things. But it's those big-ass motors that I'm, like, confused about. I never worked on, like, a swamp cooler motor, but at an industrial size.
Hmm.
But you know what? I'll try everything. I'll try to repair everything. You know, and I was honest, too. I'm like, I might not repair them. Might not be able to do it. You know, if it has a carburetor, I'll fix it. Some way, somehow, I'll get it running again.
Exactly.
Yeah, even if I just gotta put a brand new engine on them, like one of them right here, I'm just gonna put a brand new engine on.
Oh, is that a Predator? Is that an 89cc? Or is that a 212?
That's a 212.
Oh, okay.
I love working on those.
These things are so cheap and easy to put on, and they run for a while.
Yeah, Chinese Honda knockoffs.
Yeah.
I recently put one on that power rake that I was talking about, the Bluebird power rake.
Oh yeah. I've never seen one of those on a YouTube video. I've never seen a power rake on one, and I'll never get one here in my shop. So
I don't know what to make. You know, I don't know what kind of video I'd make on it because it basically works. I mean, maybe I could have made a video of the engine swap, but it's simple enough to where it's just 4 bolts, 4 engine mount bolts, and throw the new belt. Or I don't think I even had to buy a new belt. It was the same belt that I had to throw on there, but just took the pulley off the old motor, threw the pulley on the new motor, and that was it. So it was cake to do. But, I mean, I guess I could do a video on how to replace the blades or at least flip them when they get worn.
right.
Why, are you having issues with a power rake or what?
No. It's just I was just thinking about that. When I lived in Washington, in Spokane, Washington, I fixed them all the time. But now that I live here in the Arizona desert, I've never seen one. Just like a snowblower, I've never worked on a snowblower because we don't have them out here.
I mean, you guys never get snow over there where you live?
If we do, there's no need to snowblow it. It's like it's not even worth it.
You just like shovel it or just sweep it?
Yeah, and I mean, it's very rare. And if we get snow, it don't even stick. But yeah,
okay.
the Facebook feeds go, oh my God, it's snowing, guys. Oh my God, it's so great. We're like, yeah, okay. Yeah, we barely get rain. We haven't had rain all year. And that's bad because when it rains, weeds come up and then money goes up.
Oh yeah. Well, and do you guys even have any lawn care companies over there where you live?
No, it's me and one other guy in town. And for 3 cities. For all of Mojave County.
Wow.
And it's been booming for me. I mean, like, where you're at, you probably got like at least 10 other guys. But you got so many lawnmowers, so many different, small engines that 10 people can still have all business at the same time.
Yeah, that's true. No, we have like just lawn care companies. We probably have, I'd say, around 30, and then small engine repair companies. There's probably another like, I'd say another 30. So I mean,
yeah, see? And each one of you guys all get business.
yeah, and all of us get business. That's the thing. So because there's
And
so many homes.
Here, people use lawnmowers just for weeds. I mean, they come in so torn up, so bad, you know, because they're not using them on soft little grass petals. They're using them on these thick weeds.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure the blades just get smashed.
Oh yeah, we just replace them. There's no point, you know. But the thing of it is they just, you know, people are so rough on their stuff, and the heat's so hard here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just keep a bunch of blades in stock if you're doing a bunch of mower blade swaps. Just keep a lot of them in stock so you don't have to wait to order them.
Yeah, I have them put up right now because I'll get them in about March or April. I'll start getting lawnmowers again. I got this one. I'll just throw a sharpening on it. This guy's actually using it for a lawn. He brought it from California, so.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
He actually came, I think it was 2 weeks ago. He came to buy one of the lawnmowers I have.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Steve.
Wow, that was quick.
Steve!
What's going on, Steve?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I don't think we can hear you. You muted?
Can you hear us?
Okay, I think I got it. I had to turn my
there we
YouTube off. Yeah, is it good now?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah,
I can hear you.
Right. Cool.
I do Jungle Bob's in here too. Not on the live, but he's in the chat.
Nice to meet you finally, Steve.
Oh yeah, we left the back door open for Steve.
Yeah. Hey, you too, Dave.
Give this chat that thumbs up.
Oh yeah, definitely. Don't forget to hit the like button. That's for sure.
Hey, Steve, you ready for Saturday with Mick Mowers and Terrell?
Oh yeah.
I'll be there watching.
I have never, and I hope they still play in character, because I don't want them.
I think they will. I've never seen them break character ever.
I have. I've actually seen a picture of them without any fake teeth or fake hair. I've seen a picture.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it.
I agree. As a matter of fact, if I can catch Terrell at the right moment, I'm going to ask him to take his teeth out.
Yes.
And we'll see if he does. We'll see if he actually does. David, hey, David, Phil, do you mind if I interrupt for 1 sec?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay. David Small Engine Repair.
Yeah.
Is that your YouTube channel name?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm already subscribed to Andrew. So
Yeah.
I don't think I'm subscribed to you, Dave. So I'm going to go do that as soon as we're done here. I'm going to go do that.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I changed my name to Simply Small Engine Repair.
Oh, right. Why do you do that? Andrew,
It's a little easier for the algorithm.
did you lose?
Yeah.
Did you lose anything from doing that?
Nope.
Change your
Nope,
YouTube name?
Yeah, I actually gained a little bit. I'm small. I'm a tiny little guy right now.
No,
I just made the first ever small engine repair rap song.
Oh, I never looked. I saw that come up on my feed today, and I never heard it yet.
Yeah, check it out later.
Okay. So Andrew what's your YouTube name?
Simply Small Engine Repair.
Okay, writing it down.
Yeah, you don't lose anything for changing your name. So the people that are subscribed to your channel are still subscribed even if you change the name. So there's no difference. But
Yeah, there's a lot of names out there.
Okay, so
You're fine,
yeah,
Dave. Love you.
there is some feedback coming from somebody right now. It's going beep 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 beep.
let me try. Let me try to examine who it is. Give me a second here.
Could be me.
Yeah, I wonder if it's me too. There we go. I cleared all my notes. I've been getting blown up.
Give me a second. I'll find out. Oh, it's coming from Andrew's engine repair. Andrew's coming from yours. I just muted you, and I think it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone now.
Yeah.
Okay, let me unmute you. Andrew, it's coming from your stream.
What are you hearing?
Andrew, if you have a tab at the top of your computer right now that is open, that's not StreamYard, or not, if you have a separate tab open, shut it off.
Hang on.
Like from
Hang on one
YouTube
second.
or something.
Yeah.
Let me check it. Okay, hang on one second. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Hang on.
Oh shit. There you went.
Oh, he'll
Sorry,
come back in.
He's going to reconnect on that. But.
No, that's exactly right, Phil. What you did there, just mute everybody's mic until you know who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh yeah, Mick says use headphones. Well, I hear everybody perfectly clear. I don't need to use headphones, but I think it's when you do mobile streaming, there's some static that always comes up. But I'm doing mobile right now on my phone through StreamYard on mobile, and I think everybody can hear me fine.
I can
hope
hear you
everybody can
actually really good. Really good.
Yeah.
All right.
I can hear you good.
I can hear Dave really good. Yeah.
Because if I wanted to use my laptop, I could, and I can get a second view of myself going on, but don't want to do that. See, yeah, there you go. But
Yeah, hey, StreamYard's cool. I'm still playing with it, Phil. I'm still playing with it all over the place.
yeah, this is
There
my
you go.
second time using StreamYard, but the first time I used it was through my webcam. And when I went to go do the playback on YouTube, my audio was so laggy to where like I would talk and you could see my lips moving, but it wouldn't be saying nothing on the video. So the way it processed, I think it was just completely off. So now I'm going to try to, after this stream ends, I'm going to let the video process through and keep it on my channel and see how, if there's any feedback or static or lag between the speech and the video.
Yeah,
See
that's a
if
good
that's-
test. Yeah.
So
Everything better on my end? I cleared all of my. I had like 100 tabs open.
I think it's going good right now.
It actually
Okay.
sounds a lot better to me.
Okay, sounds good, guys. Sounds good.
Nice and clear.
Andrew, if you could rotate your phone, if you have the on your phone, click that button where you can rotate it to landscape mode and then swing it to the side. You got to have that little button pressed for landscape mode.
Hang on, I never do it on my phone here.
There you go.
There we go.
Beautiful.
Hey.
Andrew. Full screen now.
There we go.
Yeah, buddy. Nice.
Hang on, let me turn off that big ass
There you
light that ever.
So
That helped a lot.
yeah. So Steve, tell me your ultrasonic cleaning process or method. How do you clean your parts? Let's just say you took apart a carburetor and you want to clean it in the ultrasonic cleaner. Tell me your process of cleaning it in that cleaner. I want the liquid or the cleaner that you use. If you use water, if you use Simple Green, and then if you use the jar method or without the jar, what the difference is and whatnot. So go ahead.
So for a carburetor, rusty tools are different. For a carburetor, what I do is I have two ultrasonic cleaners that they're way bigger than you need for actually doing carburetors and what most small engine mechanics would actually need. For that one that I have that you saw in my last video, there was a 30 liter. That's
I
huge.
love that thing.
You can't fill that thing up with.
Put a whole chainsaw in there.
Yeah, you saw that one, Andrew. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Hey,
could-
hey,
I'm gonna do a video on that.
after you're done with Phil's question, I want to know, did the Lysol cleaner really work?
The
The toilet bowl cleaner? Yeah.
I will never lie on a video. There
Are
is
you kidding me?
there is no point to ever misleading someone on a YouTube channel. That was 100% honest to God, 110% truth on that. It came out of there just like I showed you on the close-ups. Yeah.
Wow.
That did work. Andrew, for what I do on the ultrasonic cleaners is pretty much my videos. I don't see a difference between putting it in there and doing it in a Ziploc bag or a glass pickle jar or a plastic peanut butter jar. I don't see any difference. Carburetor, to answer your question, I use it gasoline. I know I've got a little flack on my channel for that.
In the jar?
In the jar, in a glass pickle jar. Actually, the peanut butter jar, gasoline doesn't even eat through a peanut butter jar, a plastic one. You put that gasoline there and you throw a carburetor in there. And I mean, what's in your carburetor anyway?
Yeah.
Gasoline.
Right. Yeah.
So you throw that combined with an ultrasonic cleaner, and it just melts that green goo and everything off of a carburetor. It works awesome.
Do you
Tell
use
me
the
about
heat?
those lightning comments.
It was only one comment. Only one comment I ever got that said, "Wow, Steve." It was pretty much along the lines of, "Wow, Steve, you're an idiot. You just put gasoline in something that creates lightning. It's going to explode right in your face, man." And so, yeah, that's the only comment I got about the lightning thing. But I thought that was pretty. I was like, "Wow, you really think there's lightning inside of there? That would be cool."
Do you guys do you use the heat? Do you use the heat function with the gasoline?
On the Ziploc bags and the jars that I just float in there,
You vent them, right?
No, I don't. But I don't. The heating element on your ultrasonic cleaner takes so long to heat up that I'm just putting a little jar or something inside of 30 liters of water. Well, actually, I know 30L doesn't mean 30 liters, whatever. But there's no point in having the heat on, because by the time it's finished cleaning, the water from the ultrasonic cleaner has not even yet heated up what you have in the container. So there's no point in having the heat on. If I actually did that and actually heated everything up, it might work great, but I've never had the time. I'm very impatient.
Yeah, the only thing I would see, though, is someone saying something bad is putting a sealed container of gasoline inside 122 degree Fahrenheit, thing of heat for like 30 minutes. And then I can understand that expanding and causing problems.
Maybe pop the top off the lid off. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even run my cleaners for 30 minutes. I used to, but now I run them for 15, and I think that's plenty of time for the
If
for the
you
parts
have the
themselves.
proper cleaner in it, you shouldn't really need to use an ultrasonic cleaner for any more than 30 minutes.
I just use Dawn dish soap. I tried laundry. I tried laundry detergent in one of my last videos because I remember watching a YouTube video saying laundry detergent worked really good, and it did a good job.
Yeah.
A little soapy, but I just put it all in the cleaner and then just dump it out, wipe it out, and refill it.
Yeah, I need to get these.
Well,
I don't got time to find a jar.
I can see that if you have a small enough. I mean, some people's ultrasonic cleaners are this big. They're barely bigger than a peanut butter jar.
I got that little 3-liter one.
Yeah, so I can see that, right?
Yeah, I just
But if you have a
took it open.
gigantic ultrasonic cleaner, you don't want to be changing everything in there. Just
Right,
use jars, Ziploc bags.
Yeah, mine's not even 10 inches high.
Yeah, I'm thinking of using the jar method as well, because I'm kind of tired of changing out the simple green solution, because it gets dirty after about like the 5th carb that I clean, and I clean my carbs before throwing them in there. But
I just throw them in there dirty as heck.
Well, yeah, but the solution still gets dirty either way, so I have to change it out constantly. So I'm thinking of just using distilled water and starting maybe putting gasoline in that jar and throwing my parts in there and then throwing it in the cleaner. But
You
So
got one of
why-
those ones with the drain, though, don't you?
what?
You got one of those ones with the drain, though, don't you?
Yeah, with the drain valve. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to set up the drain and then set up a refill.
I don't know if I could do that. Maybe.
Hey,
I guess I could somehow, but
Hey, Phil, I have a question.
what?
What you just said there about using distilled water. Why did you say distilled water? What's the difference?
The only reason I said distilled water was because I saw it in Terrell's video. He said, use distilled water, don't use regular tap water. I don't know why, and I have not seen
In an
why.
ultrasonic cleaner?
Yeah.
I'm very curious about that now too.
The instructions say it, but that's about all I know.
I actually wanted to find out why distilled water, because maybe it could damage some internal components. I don't know how.
There
I
is
don't know
no
why.
internal components. The water's not touching anything but the
Exactly, it's all
tub.
sealed. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I use water from the hose.
Yeah. No, you know what? I've got comments on my channel before too that say when you use an ultrasonic cleaner, use distilled water. And that was a legitimate question, Phil. Like, I am curious to know why people think that you should use distilled water or tap water.
I think the instructions. I think the instructions say it.
How do I go on this thing? All right, double wide. Let me post a link, and maybe Bob can explain it to everybody. I don't know if Bob knows or not, but I know he uses an ultrasonic cleaner.
For
All right,
distilled
Bob.
water?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I use tap water.
Is Bob
Oh,
in here
no, I
right
used
now?
to use tap water, and now I use distilled water, but I don't even see the difference. There's honestly no difference just using tap or distilled.
I don't see the difference either. That's 100%. There he is, Bobby.
Hey, Bob.
What's going on, guys? How are you? Good.
Cool.
Like I said, though, I think it's just an instruction thing. Like, it's been ingrained into people's brains because when you read the instructions say to use distilled water only. So our brain, I think it's for like if something breaks, they can use it as an excuse. Well, did you use distilled water? No. Well, then no refund.
Oh, mine came straight from China. There was a little white piece of paper that had like add water, add solution, don't go above this much temperature, don't run heat with the cleaning, don't run the heater and cleaner buttons at the same time. And that was about it. I mean, that was the only instructions that it gave me. So, I mean, mine were poor written instructions on how to use the thing. So I just went out there and started watching all of these YouTube videos on how to use an ultrasonic cleaner because I didn't know what to do, you know. And then my first mix was like I don't know how much it was. I think it was like a 1 to 5 part mix with a water and what did I use? I think it was Purple Power or something like that. And that thing blackened my carburetors like crazy. So I'm like, okay, I'm doing something wrong. I think that was way too strong of a solution that I used. So I switched over to a 10-to-1 with Simple Green, and that seemed to do good. That was just my experience.
Bob?
Yeah, I was going to say the distilled water, I think the whole idea is just to have pure water. You know, I always just use regular water. I haven't really noticed a difference. And one other thing is, you know, you can catch rainwater. That's distilled water, more pure.
Yeah.
But I
That's
haven't really
illegal in
noticed any
Arizona.
difference. What was that?
So, Bob,
I said that's illegal in Arizona.
is there no difference between using distilled and regular water in an ultrasonic cleaner?
I haven't noticed any. I mean, I haven't used distilled water, so I don't really know. I just use regular tap water.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I don't see the difference.
Yeah, you do a lot with gas. You still have good success with the gas, Steve?
Yeah. Before you popped in right now, I think we had a little conversation about that. Phil had a question about a carburetor, a gummy, gross carburetor, and to me, it still works. Gasoline in a pickle jar or a plastic peanut butter jar.
Yeah.
Float it in your ultrasonic cleaner, and it just melts that goo out of Because what's in that goo, like that's what I was saying. It's gasoline, anyways. So you got fresh gasoline in there, buzz it in your ultrasonic cleaner. It just melts that off, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works good. We already had
Hey,
a conversation about this, Bob, about how it's a little dangerous here and there if it explodes on you. And
I saw your video. You explained a chainsaw. That was a really good video.
Yeah.
So I haven't used gas myself. So
Yeah.
Well, you can't because there's lightning that shoots all in there.
That's right.
It's gonna blow up. No, the only thing I'm concerned about is I kind of want to get an ultrasonic cleaner just to put a gasoline jar in there and put it on the highest heat setting it could possibly go and just wait until see how long it takes till it.
You know what, Andrew? I can almost guarantee you nothing will happen.
Like let's say we put a seal jar of gas and on like the highest heat setting. I'm talking like 100. I think it goes 190 degrees Fahrenheit. How long until that jar?
Up to 50
Celsius, though, right?
50 Celsius, yeah.
Yeah, that's 122 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay.
But I'm wondering how much time does the gas? Because when gas heats up, doesn't it expand?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering how much time and how much heat until that sealed container pops off.
You be the one to test it, Andrew.
Yeah, try it,
video.
Andrew.
Yeah.
Make a
Yeah,
video.
when I get another $100-something to buy another cleaner just to blow up, I will.
No, I can't honestly see how it would blow anything up. It'll pop the top off, and it's
So I'm gonna put
floating in water.
Loctite. I'm gonna put Loctite on the lid. I just want to blow something up, you know?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
We're Americans. We blow stuff up.
Well, gasoline's not going to expand any faster in that container than water will on the heat setting. It's
Right?
still,
Yeah.
It's true.
yeah, you're not going to blow anything up unless you're just a complete idiot and you got a cigarette hanging out of your mouth and you pour gas in your ultrasonic cleaner. Yeah, this is going to work. Yeah, okay, maybe don't do that. Right?
you got to Google what temperature gas will actually ignite. I mean, in order for gas to ignite, it needs that spark.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that should be a simple Google. What temperature does gas ignite?
Even then, it's not the gasoline that's flammable; it's the fumes.
That is exactly right.
Because you could take a cigarette and put it out in gasoline.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yes,
Never
you can.
tried it.
You always watch those movies when they smoke and then they flick it and then it just blows the whole place up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that don't work.
Yeah.
How's
Hey,
your rep going?
Hey, Bob. Bob, we're going to see you on the 19th on Mix.
Yeah, it should be there. What time is that in the U.S.? Is that around 1 in the afternoon or something?
Holy cow, don't ask me, man.
I think it's in the morning. Every time Mick Mowers is live, it's like 10 in the morning here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's where you live, so that'd be like.
Well, he said 6
in the
o'clock, I
morning.
think.
I'm
So-
in Pacific.
6 o'clock.
I think they're about 6 hours ahead.
Yeah.
So it should
Wow,
be
so it's gonna be like
He's always like, "Good night, guys. I'm going to bed," and I'm like, "I'm just waking up."
Yeah.
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 So are you guys are you getting hit by this storm? We have like this huge storm right where I'm at. They're calling for 21 to like 26 inches here. We never
Yeah.
get a storm like that.
That small engine said that he was getting about 2 feet of snow that
Yeah.
night. So
Well, he's in Connecticut, right?
I think so. I'm not too sure. I think so though. But I wish we got that though here.
Kentucky, I thought.
Hey, David, where you at?
Kentucky.
I'm in
I get
Kansas.
confused.
Kansas.
Yeah. Yeah. Dorothy.
Kentucky, Kansas, they're all the same.
Where you at, Bob?
I'm in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I won't see any snow at all. So I'm in Arizona, in the desert.
I got family out in Pennsylvania.
We might get one snowflake, and then the whole town will go, "Oh my God, it's snowing, guys! It's so great!"
Yeah, I've been loaded up on snow blowers lately. I did 4 in the last 2 days.
Oh.
That's
I
a
just
lot
got
for me.
lawnmowers. People are still mowing their lawns here.
You get any Bob, did you get any riding mowers with snowblower attachments or no?
I haven't. I could have bought one. That
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a drink.
dealership. They had one, but no, they're too big to store. So unless I'm gonna leave them outside, but I don't want them laying around my yard.
Right. Yeah, I
Steve,
had one
what
guy.
all do you work on there? I see mostly smaller stuff, lawnmowers and chainsaws and leaf blowers. I was actually I went through your channel library. That was pretty good. I watched videos that seemed to really interest me. You have some great stuff up there.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
You talking about my playlists? You play it?
What did
You said my library. Do you mean playlists?
Yeah, I don't know.
my
I was
camera?
on a TV. I wasn't on a laptop, and I just clicked on Steve's
Yeah.
small engine saloon, and
Yeah.
showed the videos, and I could see them all, and I just kind of clicked through. It wasn't a playlist, no.
Cool. Okay. Well, cool. I got another one coming over on Friday.
Cool.
I can't. Hey, did anybody else just notice? As soon as Andrew came back in, that audio noise came back.
Yeah.
Andrew, I am not being a jerk. I swear. Honestly, I am not being a dick here. It's just, it is weird. As soon as you left, the audio
you're getting
noise
some
went away.
static feedback coming from you, Andrew. I don't know what it is, but
He's like, Mama for culo. Hey, Phil, he's giving you sign language right now.
Hey, is it going still?
you're good now.
Yes, it's coming back again. It's kind of this weird sound in
Yeah.
your background.
Here, wait, watch this. Let me see.
Now it's good.
We can't.
When he mutes
Yeah,
himself,
we can't hear even what you're saying now.
Perfect.
That's perfect. We can't hear what you're saying or anything.
I'll unmute myself when I have something to say.
No, but hey, Andrew, though you're going to be on programs like this in the future too. So I think you actually need to figure out what's making that noise in the background. Maybe it's your light.
Yeah, I know. And
Maybe
it's weird
there's
because
lights in the background that are humming or something. It's weird. It's weird.
yeah, because nothing's going on in here.
Hey, Andrew.
Boy, it's
Andrew,
going grrr again.
try to plug your microphone in. Don't you have a mic
Okay.
that plugs into your
Yeah,
phone?
hang on one second.
Oh, hey, Phil, what about that when he goes to the advanced on it, you can actually hit your microphone on there with that sound suppression. That might be what he's doing.
I'll try to do that. I'll see if I can do that. But
Yeah. I'm not sure where to actually go to that again. You go to your, hey, Andrew.
I can't hear
I
it.
don't know where to go for that on here.
So, Steve, what's your story as far as how you got into this business? I don't know if you covered that or if that's something you want to discuss.
Wow, nobody's actually ever asked me that question before. You sure you don't want to save that for Terrell's on Saturday? No, I don't mind. My story is that 4 years ago, I saw a YouTube video. Some 14-year-old kid was doing a video. This is in a nutshell, right? He did a video, and it was horrible. It was brutal. He had his phone with one hand, and it was all sideways. It wasn't even full screen. He's using his other hand to turn a screw. It literally looked like this on the video. It was brutal. And I looked down, and he had 17,000 views.
Wow.
And I can't remember how long that video was out for.
Wow.
But I was just like shocked. I was like, I even knew what he was talking about. I knew what he was doing, and I couldn't even follow the video. It was brutal. And I thought, I went and showed my wife this, and I said, I want to make a YouTube video. I think I can do better than this guy. And she just instantly went, go for it. Cool. And I did one, and it was just not like literally the rest is history. I did my first video, and I got so many views, and it just started just giving her. And that is why, Bob, that I started a YouTube channel.
That's a great little story, but I meant like small engine repair.
Oh, small engine repair.
Yeah.
Holy.
Like, did you go to
Holy,
school?
okay, well,
Did you work for a dealer? I'm just
That's
curious.
even simpler. Right out of high school, I was still in grade 11, I think, in Alberta, Canada. And a work experience. They had a work experience program where I had to go to a small engine shop. It was a rental company called Hinton Rentals, and they hired me minimum wage. I think minimum wage at that time was literally $7.50 an hour. They hired me, and that I was 17 years old. That was 1980. I'm 50 years old right now. That was in 1987. I was 17 years old, and that's where it all started, man. I can remember clearly the small engine mechanic in that rental shop teaching me how to put a carburetor kit in a Tillotson carburetor.
Wow.
And I've been hooked ever since. Yeah.
So then after that, did you continue to work for other shops? And then
I've worked at so many shops.
What's that?
I've worked at so many shops in my life. It's unreal. I've worked with hundreds of small engine mechanics in my life.
Wow.
Not because I'm always like getting fired or quitting or anything like that, but because I kept moving across Canada, moved to a different town, got another job, moved to a different town, get another job, you know.
Well, it really shows in your videos, you know, your know-how and experience. I mean, that's something that's attributed to a lot of time working with these engines. And then when did you actually, like, what age did you start your own shop?
I don't actually know. It was part-time. That was a long time ago.
How many beers do you have here tonight?
Part-time. I got this. I was filming a video.
Okay.
Steve, Grant, someone in the chat asked, Graham asked, Steve, is that your actual shop or a YouTube set for filming only?
Right behind me right now, that is my YouTube set, but it also is my shop too. The bench that I work on is right here. See my toolbox? That's not a prop. That's a real toolbox with the tools in it. And the bench that I work on is right here. And then the one on this side is a car hoist, which I can put riding lawnmowers and stuff right where the camera is. If you can see this, that's where I put my riding lawnmowers and stuff on. Yeah.
Are you in your garage? Or are you in the basement?
I got a big shop actually right now. Where I'm actually in a shop. This is just the end wall behind me. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, is my audio better?
Yep.
Yeah, you sound great.
You sound better.
Okay, because I got an earpiece in, so I can hear you guys a little better, and I was wondering if it sounds better.
Yeah, it sounds good. I'm getting no static feedback at all. So
Yeah. You know what, Andrew? That's a million times better. There's not that little weird thing going behind you now. Cool.
Right now, I just need Raycon to send me some better earbuds. Since they sponsor every single
Bob,
YouTuber.
how long have you been a small engine mechanic?
4 years.
I don't know if I'd call me that, but you know, I have a teaching degree in that. I've been teaching for 22 years. I'm a shop teacher, and
Cool.
I really picked up. You know, I mostly was interested in woodworking, and as the years went on, I got more into working on small engines. More like trying to figure out the troubleshooting of lawnmowers and leaf blowers, and that's what I really liked about it. And I fiddled around for a while, maybe like 8 years or so, and then about 4 years ago, I was getting enough people coming back, and just decided that I would, you know, go ahead and start a business. And so I do it on the side. And you know, the thing about me is everything I know, I've either learned from books or learned from watching different YouTube videos. I never was formally trained and never worked side by side with a mechanic doing a job 40 hours a week. So I'm eager to learn. I'm still learning a lot, and that's kind of how I got started.
So
And
we're
I
always
went
learning.
through Phil. You have like some really good videos for anyone that's looking into starting a small engine business. Like a lot of those questions, like what do you charge or troubleshooting? What do you look at first? Like that type of stuff. I wish you were there as a resource when I was starting. Like, I started out making videos that had nothing to do with small engines. I probably didn't make a small engine video for a couple of years on my channel. I was more into, woodworking and DIY house projects and that type of stuff. So, but
Yeah,
small
when I
engine.
used to, the first time I got into small engine repair was actually in a hardware store at an Ace Hardware. They had the
Right.
position open where the shop mechanic position. It was basically just the lead mechanic / shop manager, and I took it not knowing what I was getting myself into. So I just figured that, yeah, if anyone, I've repaired mowers before, like my own mowers, my own trimmers. I've tuned them up.
Sure.
And jumping into it, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. So I had to get trained by the lead mechanic that was leaving. So I had like 2 weeks with him, and then it was over. So he gave us 2-week notice, and I jumped in, and that was it.
Wow.
So I had to literally dig into Google and YouTube, and the YouTuber that really helped me out was Donnie Boy 73. I don't know if you guys know about it.
Yeah.
A lot of
Great
people know. So amazing channel with I think he's got over 1,000 videos now on there.
How many?
Over 1,000.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's got
Henry has over 1,000 too. He posts on everything day.
Is that
He's a good dude, though.
that's one thing that differs Donnie Boy from Henry is Henry posts every day, but Donnie Boy posts one video a week. Now I'm sure Donnie Boy's channel is like 12 years old. So he's been posting for a very long time. And I'm sure back then he used to also post every day. But now, since obviously he's, more relaxed now, I don't know. I have no idea about his, YouTube status as far as posting. But I know for a fact that he posts every week now. And I'm not sure when he made that transition or if because I don't believe he posted one video a week when he began 11 years ago. I don't think the math would even make sense. So I believe that now he posts every week, but every video that he posts is so full of information that you just need to soak up, because if you don't, then, you can go back and view that video. But everything that I've watched, from changing bar oil pumps on steel chainsaws, like this one video, I didn't know how to change a pump, oil pump on a steel MS 250. So I literally typed that into YouTube, and boom, Donnie Boy's video came up, and he helped me through the whole process. It was amazing, like step by step, word for word, easy to follow. It was just right there, and that's when I subscribed, and I'm like, this is my go-to guy for small engine repair. So he inspired me as well to open up a YouTube channel, and that was way back then. But since then, I don't have that channel anymore. Now I created this one.
I got a question for everybody here, because you make videos too, right, Bob?
Yeah.
Okay. How does it feel like? Because in our niche, our small engine repair niche, other than Musty One, I think Musty One is actually the highest subscribed channel. I think he has like 400,000.
Oh.
But how does it feel? Because not a single small engine mechanic YouTuber has over 1 million subscribers. It's not like, you can make a gaming channel and get 1 million overnight. Like, how does it feel knowing that we might never, ever, see those kind of numbers? But we keep doing this. But I'm just saying, I don't think Musty One considers himself a small engine mechanic. I think he just does whatever he wants. I think Steve's in second place, followed by Donnie Boy and then Terrell in the fourth.
Really?
Yeah, but I know Musty One almost has 500,000. And his videos get like 100,000 views the second they're posted. That guy's making some money.
Hey, Andrew, I want to throw this out there. I just want to say this. I'm not dissing anybody or whatever.
Yeah, I know.
I think Musty One is cool too. Let's just put that out
Right?
there.
I watch
Do
all
you guys
of them.
know? Do you guys know who the top YouTuber in the world is for automotive? Chris Fix.
Scotty.
No, he's
Chris
no.
Fix?
Chris Fix?
Scotty.
Chris,
Fix.
I love him.
Okay.
I love
Chris
him.
Fix,
I thought it was.
Chris Fix put a video out maybe a year ago. He fixed a lawnmower. He has 6 million subscribers. Well, because on one of his videos that he did, he fixed a lawnmower. Does that put him in our genre?
Right? Yeah, but hey,
You know what I mean?
and by the way, that lawnmower video is the only video on his channel that shows his face. After that, he never shows his face ever again.
Does it?
Huh? Yeah, it's the only video. If you pay attention, yeah. Other than that, none of it. He's always wearing like a motorcycle helmet or something.
Yeah.
But you see that he switched. He switched though to cars because cars a bigger industry. Everybody owns a car.
There's a bigger.
Not everybody owns a lawnmower.
So can we safely say that in our industry, all the YouTubers that are small engine, lawnmower, chainsaws, all that kind of stuff related, can we say that Chris Fix is the biggest YouTuber of all those? No, I agree. He did 1 or 2 videos. But
that's not a small engine repair mechanic. That's the thing.
No.
I wouldn't count as a small engine
that's all
mechanic.
we focus on. And I love doing it though. I don't care. I love doing it. If I help one person, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Amen to that, brother. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it, Andrew. Yeah. That's what I do too. If I get one comment back a day that says, Steve, you just helped me save a ton of money. I'm a single mother and I just went and fixed my own lawnmower because of your help, Steve. Thank you so much. That just makes my heart melt, man. I'm just like, this is awesome. That's all I care about.
I was the same way when I started the podcast doing, I put my first podcast episode was how to start a small engine repair business. And that was just me explaining that anybody can do it as long as you are committed to it and know kind of what you're doing. You can go out there, knock on doors and say, hey people, I want to fix your machines, and go knock on doors and do it and be successful at it. I want you to be successful at it. I put that video up and there's just way more than I talked about, but I put that video up and then probably within a month I had tons of comments on there of people just saying, man, you motivated me to go out there and ask my neighbors and ask my family members, and I'm starting my small engine gig on the side right now.
Yeah.
A lot of comments like that, and I was just like, wow, I didn't even think people would actually watch that video. And I was surprised.
Yeah.
But I guess it had a big impact on people. So
yeah,
I mean, there are folks out there, even young, like a lot of viewers that I get are actually in that 18-year-old to 24-year-old. I was looking at my geometric or whatever analytics. I get a lot of 18 to 24-year-olds watching my videos, and I'm sure a lot of them are under 18, just trying to start out or getting into small engine repair itself. So that's why I'm making these podcast episodes of kind of showing them the basics of small engine repair, like pricing. Like they don't know what to price, right? If you're getting into this business, you don't know what to charge. What are you going to charge, like $10 for a mower tune-up? You're going to be losing a lot of money. So people need to know prices, and you got to be really transparent with them because you don't, again, like Steve said, you don't want to lie. Everything you say on YouTube, you're not going to lie about. So you need to share. I got personally shared my prices with people, and people really appreciated that. So again,
yeah. And speaking of prices too, when I first started 4 years ago, there wasn't really a video on it, and I looked it up on Google, and I just could not find a conclusive answer. So I just had to play, and I was charging like $40 to do stuff, and people were like, man, you're so cheap, dude. Well, like that's why we keep coming back. And then I raised it to where I'm like, what's the price they won't pay, and then lower it down a little bit. So now it's like, $80 for a tune-up is a great price, unless it's some kind of weed whacker brand weed whacker, you can just buy a new one for $80.
I charge about 65.
Hey,
Go
Phil,
ahead.
do you mind if I jump in here for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I think this is really important. Phil, Do you mind me giving you some constructive criticism?
Yes.
No, I'm not doing it at all.
Why is he laughing?
First of all, what Phil just said right there, absolutely, I think that's cool. Phil, what you're doing, to my knowledge, nobody else on YouTube is doing what Phil does.
That's
Teaching
why I
people how to
started.
start
That's exactly
their
why I
own.
wanted to do the podcast.
Yeah, what you're doing. But now we're all talking about prices. Phil, I'm not sure if you're aware of this or not, but the entire world watches you.
Yeah.
Canada, the
Yes,
United
yes.
States, Australia,
What?
the UK, they all have different prices and different currency.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now let me clarify that, Steve. Let me clarify what I said in that video. I shared my prices and I said, this is going to be way different for you. What I recommend you do is, yes, you can follow my prices, but what I want you to do is if there are any local small engine repair shops around you, I want you to call them and see what they charge and then get like 3 or 4 of them and find your medium. So find, or just, slash them by like $5 or $10. So if you're charging $65 for a tune-up, riding mower tune-up, you could charge, 60 or 55 or whatever you feel comfortable with. And that way you kind of
Yeah, but how much is that in yen or pesos or rupees?
Yeah. So Phil.
Yeah, how many rupees do we charge if we're in Russia for the snowblowers?
Hey, that's where Google comes in. That's not me.
Yeah.
Apostate, do you have a camera on or no?
Oh, and then of course Steve uses Canadian dollars.
Yeah, so that's kind of Phil. What you just said right there, absolutely. I do that on mine.
One thing you want to keep in mind, sorry to jump in there, is I try and charge hourly, and then when you're doing small engine stuff, you're always getting into things that you've never done before. So like, oh, I took apart this recoil, there goes the spring, blah blah blah, and you're wasting all this time. And it's like, oh, that was easy. I could have done it this way. And you can't charge people like that. A lot of times it's like, I want to go by the hour, but I can't even really keep track of it on the clock. So, you just want to try and be fair with your customer. And if it takes a little longer, you just got to kind of eat that. And you learn each time you do stuff. But no matter how much you do, you're always going to run into new things. You're going to work on equipment you never worked on before. It just happens. Or, a different area, like a transmission that you've never been inside,
But in my opinion, you can't charge.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, Bob, you
can't charge for incompetence.
No, I don't. That's the learning curve.
Dave looks like he wants to say something so bad right now.
Oh, I hate working on recoils. I hate them.
I had a recoil explode on me one time. It wasn't fun. Not fun at all.
I've been hit in the face many times with a recoil spring right across the face.
Yes.
Many times.
Oh, that's not good. I actually got a machine in here. I got to use one of Steve's tricks here because it has a threaded spark plug hole.
Yeah.
And I can't find a spark plug tab, so I'm actually going to try to do that thing where you take the spark plug and shave it down.
You got to grind a slit in.
The 4 cuts in it.
Yeah.
Andrew,
I just watched the video.
Steve's good at it.
Hang on, we're lagging. What?
No, sorry, Andrew. I cut you off. I was just saying, yes, that works. That was no bullshit. Oops, sorry, Phil. That was no BS on my channel.
I got like 1,000 spark plugs I can cut up, so hopefully one of them works. So you're telling me if you just cut it like a regular tap, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just cut the 4 holes and then you just thread it in, and it should cut it right up, right?
Andrew, that works. I've done it many times from that video that I did. The only time it's not going to work is if your spark plug is screwed in and it literally blows out and tears all of the threads out of your cylinder head. then of course that's not going to work because there's no material left there to rethread.
Yeah.
But
No,
if
this guy just cross-threaded it.
Cross-threaded, you screw the threads up a little bit, cross-threading it, do exactly that. If you obviously get a tap. If you have a tap, use the tap. But if you don't, and you have an old sheet, I almost did it again. If you have an old crappy spark plug, cut those slits in there, turns it into a tap, and it'll cut those threads out. It'll work. It works, man. It works.
Yeah, that'll work with any bolt too, Andrew. If you don't have a tap, you can cut those slits.
Ken, how you
Yeah,
doing?
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try one of my videos. I'll link to your video too.
Ken, you get any snow over there yet?
Cool,
We're
Andrew.
waiting for the storm tomorrow. 1 to 2 feet. Should be fun.
Oh man, you guys are lucky. That's a moneymaker right there for me.
Yeah, wasn't I on your channel earlier? Wasn't I on your channel earlier?
Yeah, but you came in late, and I had to go deliver a snowblower. Yeah, you and Jeremy came on like the last 2 minutes, and I was like,
yeah, right.
yeah, that's right. Now, Steve, are you going to do a weekly every week now, or what? Because that was fun.
A week. Oh, the live? Probably. I want to. I got to think about that a little bit more. It is fun. It is super, super fun to do that with you guys. And I'm going to try.
You had made the comment yesterday how, you look in the pop-out chat, they're asking them so fast, though. You're like, which one do I pick, Yeah,
and that's why I was really happy to have you and Mick there and everybody, helping me answer the questions. That's a huge help.
Well, it's funny, though. You and I were talking about, like, seals and stuff like that, and I immediately go to the north, south, east, west, and you went to the over-revving, and we all have our different experiences and all that, so it's always good to have a lot of people on the panel.
Oh, I agree, Ken. See, the thing with when Steve goes live, he's got, like, hundreds of people watching, and everybody has a question. Oh, is he not?
He's the second largest small engine YouTuber.
Well, who's number one, Donnie Boy?
No, Musty won. If you count him as a small engine
Musty
YouTuber.
isn't really all small engine. No, Musty's a lot of Volkswagen and stuff like that too.
Yeah, so Steve would be number one then.
I feel like Musty, he's got good content, but he works.
Oh, I love Musty. I could watch Musty take apart anything. I love that guy.
Yeah. He repairs everything that he finds for free, like trash pits. Yeah, I've seen him find a lot of. I don't know how he finds these things too. Every week he finds something new, like 5 generators, someone's throwing away 3 snowblowers. I'm like,
so if we don't count him, it's Steve. Steve's number one. He's number one.
How many subscribers does Steve have?
350.
Oh wow!
Holy cow!
And what's Donnie Boy have?
Donnie Boy, here, Steve. I had you on mute because you were off. Give me a second here. Donnie Boy has around, I'd say, 240 something.
Oh, I'm surprised.
Terrell has 100K.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it for Terrell. He doesn't have.
What are we talking about?
Subscriber numbers.
So we're talking about how
you the man,
as soon as you live stream, you got like 400, 500 people in the stream just chatting like instantly.
Yeah. Impossible to read or keep up.
Who, me?
Yeah, one thing I wanted to say.
You.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Like if Ken or Mixed Mowers, I think Mixed Mowers just hit 100 concurrent viewers for the first time the other day. He was pretty happy. He's never had it before.
Yeah, he was 105.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, and then like you get that the second you start streaming. Even before when people are waiting, people are in there talking to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's one for you guys. It's kind of interesting because you were asking Steve, are you going to go live? And Mick, he goes live and he really he's always talking. He's very quick with his responses. He has like that radio personality almost, and he can really keep it going. But the issue with the live that I see would be I wouldn't get enough people watching it. So I'd go on, and maybe I get like 100 people responding to questions, and it's exciting and fun, but no one's really going to go back and watch it. You know, like a lot of these live videos, I don't think they pick up too many views. So I was thinking maybe I would do like a vlog where you try and answer some questions and spend a little more time talking. So that's kind of what I started up recently, and I don't know if it'll continue or what, but it's a little different than live thing.
Yeah, I've been doing live Q&As. The way I see it working best is if you schedule that stream out a few days or like 48 hours in advance, so people actually see it
Get a lot
and
more.
click the notification bell to
I
remind
believe
them
that.
that you're going live. So you get a lot of more people that way instead of just going live randomly like I did today and getting only like 15 viewers or so. But if I had this plan, then yeah, you get way more viewers and all that.
Yeah, my problem is I have my stream at 8 o'clock on Sunday morning Eastern time. I'm not going to have Steve wake up at 5 a.m. and Pender wake up at 6 a.m. They're not going to do that.
Yeah, every time
I just like the hangout. I like the hangout talking.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. You look at my
That's
stream.
why-
It's Ken's small engine stream. Most of the time, it's anything but small engines. I mean, Mick and Sparky and all those guys.
Yeah.
We talk about
we're just hanging out, but like,
Yeah,
That-
it's the camaraderie, you know.
That is why I did my last stream. You see, Ken, I kind of cut some of you guys off a little bit, like you and Mick even. I was just like, okay, let's stick to some questions here. Because I called it Steve's Q&A or something like that. And I just want to stick to just hammering as many questions as we could and answer them all. And we did a freaking good job, Ken. Thanks again, because that was awesome. My brother thinks you are freaking God. Right.
Well,
now.
what? Just because of that? Just because of the spring on his
I didn't know that.
What did he tell you? I missed it.
He
It
wanted
was,
to know about the diaphragm springs and how a light spring will give you more fuel, a heavy spring will give you less fuel. Like So he looked it up. He goes, "Whoa!
do we have any questions in the chat right now?
Yeah, if this is a Q&A, maybe. If I
Bob,
told you a Q&A.
Hey, Bob, what my brother was saying, though, he has a jet ski with a Rotax engine on it, and he got a carburetor kit for that. I have no experience with Rotax engines and stuff
Never
like
heard
that.
of them.
Yeah.
snowmobile engines. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he got a new carburetor kit for it, and it came with the diaphragm, came with 3 different springs that you can put on the diaphragm.
Oh, wow.
And he's like, he's asking me, what spring do I put on? And I'm like, I don't know. I didn't even
middle
know
one.
possible.
Not
But
too
he asked
thin,
Ken.
not too thick. The middle one.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong
Ken.
there.
He asked Ken, and Ken answered his question, and he's off.
Well, how do you know which one to pick?
Because
He
there's
said he
3 of
needed
them, and
more
he didn't know
fuel.
which one worked.
More fuel.
He was running
Okay.
lean, Bob. So I said, go with the lighter spring. You'll get a little more action out of it.
Yeah.
All right, this one's for Ken. I already asked Steve. So, Ken, what's your experience? How did you ever get into the small engine thing? I know. Are you an engineer as well?
Yeah, basically, I went. Hold on, let me shut my door. Doesn't complain.
Noise complaint.
All right. Anyway, I started out. I have an associate degree in mechanical engineering. I have a bachelor's degree in management and an MBA. Okay, and I did a lot of that when I was older. I did my management bachelor's at 50 and my MBA at 53, and now I'm 57. But in the year 2000, my wife was in the process of almost getting laid off from her job, and we needed something to supplement our income. And a friend of mine was trading in an International Harvester Cup Cadet Model 107, which is the Kohler K241, 10 horse, best engine in the world, I think. But anyway, he said, "Oh, the dealer's only going to give me $300." And I'm saying to myself, I don't need a tractor. I got a third of an acre. What do I need a tractor for? And I said, well, wait a minute, maybe it'll be fun. So I bought it. I said, I'll give you the $300. So I bought it. Well, it needed an engine rebuild, smoking like a freight train, all that stuff, So I rebuilt the engine, put it in. Didn't cost me that much money because, my mechanical engineering background, I designed bearings. I worked for Barden Corporation, a division of Barden. We designed linear bearings and ball bearings and stuff like that. So I got a bearing background. Also tooling, molding. I've worked in 3 or 4 manufacturing plants in my life where I've done everything from machine design to tool design to product design. implemented, supervised, managed, quality control, manufacturing, everything, 5-axis, 3-axis. I've worked at a company called More Tool. If you guys know anything about machining, they're the most precise machine tools in the world. They make jig grinders and precise machines. I was an engineering manager over there. And it just, in my area, it was the hub of manufacturing. You had Bullard right here, Bridgeport Machine right here, Producto Machine right here, More Tool right here. I mean, everything was, Machine Tool was Bridgeport, Connecticut. Bridgeport was the hub of manufacturing. World War II, this is where you came. This would be the first place they'd bomb because we did all the Remington. I mean, all the ammo places. I mean, everything was here in Bridgeport, Connecticut. So, even like U.S. Baird, force slide machines, stuff like that, presses, die casting, plastic molding, injection molding. I've done it all because I'm the type of guy, Bob, wherever I worked, you have to learn more and more and more because that way you're value added. So when layoffs come in manufacturing on the East Coast, there's layoffs. Okay. So when it came time like that, they're like, hey, we can't do anything with Kenny. He knows too much, because I always tried to learn as much as I could. That's the thing. Always learn as much as you can. So you're adding value and you're valuable to the company. Well, back when I was in my mid-40s, I said, you know what? I only had that associate degree, and that kept me down money-wise because people, you only have an associate degree. It doesn't matter. I can do the job. But with the degree years ago, it was about degrees. So I said, screw it. I went to Sikorsky. I started there. They paid for my education. I got the bachelor's degree, and then I got an MBA. So now I'm in charge of machine tool services for 3 of the plants. I have 14 guys that take care of all the servicing of the machine tools and equipment and stuff like that. We do the main and tail rotor blades for the helicopters. So all the machinery and stuff we do is for, Blackhawks and CH-53Ks and Es and S-76s and S-92s. And I've been there 12 years now, and I love it. Great crew, great people, phenomenal product. I mean, we save lives. And it's just, I enjoy what I do. But the thing is, learn something new every day. Just one thing. Learn one thing a day. I tell it to my kids. Just learn one thing. And just imagine the database you'll have, And that's why I got into small engines. When I started fixing stuff, people would see me in my driveway and go, Kenny, do you fix stuff? And I'm like, well, I could. So people started dropping stuff off with notes in my driveway. A weed whacker, a chainsaw, this or that. And I was like, okay. And before you know it, it's like, hey, I got gas money, I got coffee money that I could buy the kids new sneakers. What's going on here? And I'm like, I never advertised. Don't get me wrong. It was word of mouth. Friend, family, all this stuff. And where I work, there's 8,000 employees where I work. Word travels fast. Oh, Kenny can fix anything. So I'll get a guy come in my office, a guard or someone. He goes, hey, you fix stuff, don't you? I'm like, yeah. And he goes, okay, what's your address? And they just drop stuff in my driveway. So I don't advertise. People drop stuff off. It's just word of mouth. But you know what? I learn something every day. Fun. You got to keep this thing going. You know what I mean? No Alzheimer's here. You got to keep it going.
Yeah. Cool.
Mind blown, Ken. That was great.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to, manufacturing, I just want to know how something's made. I don't care what it is. I'm the one who watches that How It's Made channel. It's like, I got to know,
Oh, yeah.
I
And that's
was just going to tell you, they have a great show for you, Ken.
I'm telling you. I have so much content right now I'm trying to get uploaded. I have this new Vegas software, and I'm no dummy, don't get me wrong, but this Vegas software, it's almost like I could call NASA, to come up and help me try and run the thing with the editing and the voiceover.
There.
Oh, it's crazy. Crazy. I got so much stuff I want to upload. People are asking me for content. I got a ton of it. But what's funny? I say to my youngest, I say, why don't you become my cameraman? You really do need someone to film you, because when I'm working, do this, stop, do it. But it takes a lot. It really does.
Very jealous of Terrell, huh?
Oh. I don't know if you guys ever see Eric, the car guy. I don't know if you're familiar with Eric.
Yeah.
He has the cameraman Bob, or whatever his name is. He's there, and that's his full-time job. He pays him for it. He does it, but such quality and editing and all that stuff. And if you have a big enough channel, you can support that, and I'd love to do stuff like that. But at this point, I'm small potatoes, but you know what? I try and make it entertaining. I try and solve someone's problem, and a little bit of comedy here and there doesn't hurt,
Yeah, we lost our host. Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
Hey,
I hope I didn't get on the soapbox too long.
Dan,
hey, do we have any questions in the chat right now? I can't see the chat. I don't have my laptop next to me. I just have my phone, and it's only showing StreamYard, and no one's chatting in StreamYard.
Let me go back. I can see a few people. Twisted Bee, Mark is on.
I see
Yeah,
William.
let's see if there's any questions now for Phil for his channel. Maybe we could help him out.
Some people are referencing Donnie Boy. Like, in fact, Donnie Boy was the first guy I saw on YouTube that said, "Oh, hey, this guy does what I do." You know.
Oh, Donnie Boy is a great channel.
Oh yeah,
amazing.
Yeah,
I think the first person I seen was a nobody, like someone just doing an offshoot.
Is anybody cluing into that? Phil? Phil's not
What's that,
paying
Steve?
attention.
Sorry, what was that, Steve?
Mix Mowers is in the house right now. Do you know he's in here?
Yeah, he's a moderator.
We got 6.
No, he's not a moderator. He's not in blue.
Now wait a minute. Mixed Mowers. It's 1 a.m. over there. What's he doing up?
He's probably thinking, well, I know what he's doing.
Well, you got to remember. Riley just got a bunch of chocolate eggs, so he's probably sugar highed out the heck.
I saw that.
I mean, my wife only watches the episode with him in it because she works with development disabled people, and she just loves him. She's like, that's the only reason I watch him. He needs to be in all of his videos the whole time.
Yeah, my wife's a paraprofessional. She works with special needs kids all day.
Right? Yeah, my wife does too. So she's all like, I just love him. He should have his own channel. I was like, okay.
Phil's still not paying attention, is he?
No, he's not.
I'm trying to get my phone to work. Give me a second.
Oh, I thought you were playing basketball.
Hey,
Yeah,
Phil.
so did I.
Oh yeah. What's that? The old Nerf basketball?
He missed. Oh, there it is. F in the chat, boys. F in the chat.
We'll continue with my laptop webcam because my phone for some reason lost its Wi-Fi connection. So
He sounds like me.
yeah, for some reason I don't know why it does that, but yeah, if anybody has a question in the chat, go ahead and leave your question so we can answer them. We got a lot of guys on here, a lot of brains to work with. So anything from
I got a question for Kid.
Small engine business.
Hey, I was looking at your YouTube channel. You don't have a lot of like keywords and stuff in your like description. Is that on purpose or you just haven't thought of enough?
Put it this way, I do YouTube more to share information, not for monetization, at least at this point. People are telling me, Kenny, you got some good content. You're going to get some great stuff. You can monetize. That's not what I do it for, at least not now. You know, in the future, yeah, mowers and blowers, Henry, guys are telling me, oh, you know, you got to do this Boolean stuff, the different terms and all that, and get the views and get the hours. And it's like, that's not what I'm about right now. I'm just about helping. And if I could do that.
I noticed Henry. I mean, he's a good guy. I like watching his stuff. I just ordered some stickers from him too. I noticed a lot of his earlier videos were like the clickbaity. They had like the hot chicks in them and stuff. And
he still has that, yeah. A little bit. You'll see him on the cover, you know, in the very beginning of it or something. Yeah, I always wonder who they were, you know.
Hey, hold on. We got a question. Let me throw it up here.
Hey, Phil, on that note, throw the StreamYard link out there for Mick, too, if you want him to come up.
I think we got a full house, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go down in the basement for a little while. If you want to bring Mick up, that's fine.
Right.
I'll be in the basement. I'll type my chat.
Okay, Ken, give me a second.
Just remember, it's Sir Mick now, not Mick. Sir Mick.
Oh, okay. Okay, so the question is, hey, what's the best strategy for a startup to gather small engine repair spare parts cheap so that you can get a jump start on repairs instead of depending on eBay or Amazon for parts?
Yeah, but that's a loaded question. How do you know what you're going to work on?
Yeah.
I mean, I have about 600 customers, and I have a database, so I know what they have, and I know what to expect in the coming year. But if you're just starting out and you don't have a database, you know, yeah, you could buy the 49 188 Briggs filters, you could buy the inline stuff and the shutoffs and all that, the generic stuff. But anything else, you got to have a customer base to determine what you really want to stock.
Yeah.
The only thing I stocked up on when I first started was Tecumseh carburetors and Briggs & Stratton carburetors. Because I mean, like, and I used them up. I used them up so quick.
I hate to.
But I just use Amazon. Amazon's 2-day delivery. I have a person in here that just needed a coil. I got it in real quick.
I got 2 carbs in one day. I ordered them literally in one day. It wasn't even 24 hours. The guy's telling me the
Now I got a
snowstorm's
new
coming.
coil.
Yep. Just beware, though, of the Chinese coils, though. Sometimes you're taking a gamble.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? Let's see. I think it's made in China.
I haven't had any issues with the Chinese coils.
And it's
It all depends
steel.
on the equipment. The only problem I had was with the Kohler Command coils. I tried China, and for some reason, once a year, I had to replace them. I don't know why.
You know, the
Now,
other
see,
thing,
a lot of people talk bad on China, but you got to remember Zama carburetors. They're really good carburetors. Even the OEM Zama, and they're made in China. Every single one of them.
Steel owns them now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I got a steel carburetor here, but it's made in China. I mean, it's coil.
I got a bunch of them too.
It was like $40, so still, damn.
All right. Well, David, this is a question for you, and this is kind of double wide's question is headed towards you. How did you start off in the small engine repair business? What got you motivated into repairing engines? Go ahead.
Well, what got me started was a guy came to me one day, and he found out I could work on stuff, and that's how I got pretty much started. People coming to me and saying, "You're the man to come to," and that's how I got started in it.
Now, how long ago was that? I mean,
Back in
you
2010.
been in it for 5-10 years or what?
I started back in 2010. Really got started.
Okay. 10 years. Yeah.
So, been doing it. I enjoy doing it. It's fun. It's my other way of income right now. The way things are right now here in Kansas. It's trying to help out the family and get things going.
That's good.
So
now you never got that job as the security guard, did you?
No. They said I didn't have enough experience.
Yeah.
So
I think they're always looking for experience for security guards.
Yeah.
Or if you're going to school and looking for or if you're going to school for what is it? What would it be? Criminology or whatever. Yeah. If you're wanting to become a cop, you got to have some experience as a security guard. That's what I've heard. But
that's real popular up my way. At University of New Haven, we have Henry Lee, the top forensic guy. He's in New Haven.
So,
I never heard of that guy.
Henry Lee?
Dr. Henry Lee? You never heard of Dr. Henry Lee?
He on files?
Remember the the OJ trial, all that stuff. I'm dating myself now.
You're dating yourself.
Hey, I'm 57 years old. I'm no spring chicken.
All right, Phil, this one's for you. They want to know how you got started.
No. So I started a while back. Now, a lot of you guys may know that I own a lawn care business. That's my primary business. And my small engine repair business is just secondary. And wait, give me 1 second. William, can we add William? Can we add a 7th person on here?
You could drop me down if you want. It's okay,
it.
Phil. I could be in the chat in the bottom. No big deal.
There went Steve.
All right, give me a second. Is Steve loading or?
Yeah, he's
Something's going.
Disappeared.
They say they're running that special now. Polar Bear Ed said for $10 a month or $96 a year, you get like 10 or 12 people down here. You get your logo in the upper right. StreamYard's running some kind of special.
Yeah, I don't see about getting a subscription on StreamYard. At least for now. I've heard of there's a thing called XSplit, which is really nice. You can stream Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So if you go live from XSplit, you can broadcast a Facebook Live and a YouTube Live, right?
Oh, hang on, I got a call. I'll be back.
Yeah, Phil, I think Lucky 7 does that. Lucky 7 Mud Mower, he does that. So every time he's on, you can see it on Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff.
We lost our host.
Oh, hit the wrong button. I used to do that all the time. Oh my God. I used to hit the wrong button and all of a sudden everyone's talking to me.
There's Steve.
There we go.
Hey, I'm sorry about that, guys. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
My laptop just totally battery was low, and so I just went and plugged it in, and it just shut right off on me. So now I'm good.
I'm so sorry. The problem with my laptop is I'm connected via Wi-Fi, and it's raining right now. So it's really affecting my connection for some reason. I don't know why it does that, but
I got a question for Steve.
Can anybody hear me now?
Bob, I'm sorry to answer your question. Can you still hear me?
I can hear you. Is that what you asked?
Yeah. So how I got started was a while ago.
There's William.
First of all, I started my lawn care business, and I was only like 10 years old, and not knowing a thing about how to tune up lawnmowers, I had to figure out myself. I'm not going to take it to a shop, right? I'm 10. I don't have any money. So what I had to do is I obviously knew that I had to change the oil. I had to, clean the air filter, clean the spark plug, but I did not know how to do that. So I had to learn by myself. And yeah, there was YouTube back then when I was 10. I'm 24 now, so long time ago, 14 years ago, there were still videos out there of how to change an air filter on a Briggs & Stratton lawnmower. So it was YouTube even from 10 years old for me on how I learned. And then from that point on, like going to I'd say 18 years old, I went to a community college and I thought I was going to be an auto body collision and refinishing tech. So I took that for 2 years. I got my degrees, but that kind of fell apart because I went to work at a body shop, and what you learn at school is not what you experience in the real world. So working at a month at a body shop was a nightmare compared to what I was experiencing in school. Like, school is school, right? You get to relax, you get to, paint a few things here and there, sand some body panels. In the body shop, they're expecting you to work an 8 or 9 hour shift, 40 hours a week, sanding body panels, breathing all this, body filler dust and paint fumes. And I mean, it's just, it was
with
hard.
the insurance adjuster on your back saying faster, faster.
Yeah,
exactly. So instantly I regretted even wanting to work in a body shop, and I didn't last. I think I lasted about a month, and then I previously was employed as a small engine mechanic, or not a small engine mechanic, a sales associate at a hardware store, the Ace Hardware. And I went back there. I quit, and then I went back after about a month and said, "Hey, I need another position. I'm trying to find another job." So they said, "Well, our mechanic is actually quitting, so we need a spot for a small engine mechanic." So I instantly jumped in there. I tried to get whatever I could as a job. I needed some kind of income, so I went back to my previous position, or not previous position, but previous employer,
Right.
and quit again. But now as a small engine mechanic, and that's where it exploded. Like my knowledge exploded. I took watched a bunch of videos. I took a bunch of tests for Briggs & Stratton. I went to steel courses. I took the steel silver test to get the silver certification, so that way I could do warranty work on steel equipment. And from that point on, it was kind of like, should I go and do like the Briggs MST or whatnot? And I didn't want to do that just because I looked at the tests and they were mind-boggling. I think Ken would probably ace those tests, to be honest.
I've taken that. I took an MS. A friend of mine gave me an MST one time. Yeah, that was fun.
Oh, there's 6 of them that you have to pass in order to
do. Yeah, the electricals, the mechanicals, all different ones. Yeah.
I think I passed like one of them, and then the rest of the 6, I was like, no way. I tried them, and I failed at like 50% every time. So there's a limited amount of attempts you can do. I think actually you can do about 3 attempts every 24 hours for each test. So it resets every time, but every time I take it, I'm like, no way. And really, what's the point? If I'm going to be running my own small engine repair business, what's the point of having these certifications if I'm not going to take them to another shop to get them to use them to get employed? To use them
the warranty work, warranty work though, right? Doesn't it require it for warranty work?
I don't think so. I don't think you have to be an MST tech to do warranty work for brakes. I think you just have to be a dealer. Is that what
If you don't mind me jumping in, Steve, are you a dealer of any sort, or do you?
No, I've worked for steel dealers, Husqvarna dealers, Echo dealers, Shindala, like for so many years. Myself, I am not. No.
Yeah. Well, what's
By
the
the way,
advantage of becoming a dealer? I guess, like for a guy like us that has their own little thing.
It's
I
stupid
think about
to
get into that, or
become a steel dealer. I'll tell you this: if you want to be a steel dealer,
no, I don't. I don't want to work. Like
Echo. Well, let's say Husqvarna. Echo is probably still the same. Those major ones, it's that where I live, it's like $30,000 just to become that, because you have to have the sign. You have to have the illuminated, not just a sign. It has to be an illuminated
sign in front of your building,
in front of your shop, and it just goes from there. And the sign alone is $10,000.
Yeah,
the minimum amount of spare parts, the minimum amount of stuff on the floor.
I tried to join Power Sport, which is Briggs and Stratton. You got to go to a different company called Power Sport, and they want you to have $5,000 right away in parts, and then another $5,000 in equipment. I'm a warranty center for Duramax and Win products. That's it. I don't deal them out, but even if I wanted to, all they require me to do is buy the products. I don't need to pay nothing for them.
Are you talking about power distributors or powers? What's Power Sport?
Power distributors is what I meant. That's Briggs and Stratton.
Yeah, PD.
But I tried to call them, and then they want money. I'm like, why should I have to pay you money to fix your stuff for you for a good price?
They always want you to stock a certain amount.
Yeah, that's why I just do Win and Duramax. Win and Duramax, they treat me right. They send me what I need. They make my customers happy, and it's easy warranty work.
I will tell you guys this right now. I know this for sure. You do not want to be a warranty dealer. Whole bunch of red tape. Unbelievable. And you get paid half of what you're gonna
they slash your rate. Yep.
Their flat rate is half. And then you got people coming in saying, "Oh, I want warranty. I ran my lawnmower out of oil."
Sure.
It's not a year old warranty, and now you're fighting with people. You do not want to be a warranty dealer. I'm telling you, it's horrible. You don't make any more money. You make less money, and there's way more headaches.
Win is really good. Win products is really good to me.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, they're a newer company. You can buy them on Amazon and at Home Depot and stuff, and Walmart.
Spell it. Oh, W-I-W-E-N. Win.
Win.
Yeah, they've been around a long time.
Hey, Graham asks a question through the chat. Any of you deal with stens?
Yes, I do.
If you have a tax number, you get ridiculous discount.
I go when it comes to that. I haven't done stens or rotary. I do jack small engine, just because I like their free manuals.
Stens is a company like Oregon. It's the aftermarket company that's got a big, thick catalog as big as the old phone books, right?
Yeah.
Huge, all aftermarket stuff. And Stens, I actually, they're like Oregon. The only thing I have against Stens, their starter rope sucks, I'll tell you that. Their starter rope is not even close. It's the black and blue braided stuff, that Stens starter rope.
Yeah.
They put a 3.5 size on there. They do all that. It's not even close to being the right sizes.
You guys are gonna laugh at me, but I just use paracord as starting rope.
Hey, beautiful.
No one ever cries, and I tell people that too, because someone just called me today and says, "Hey, how much is it just for some rope for a starter?" I'm like, "Well, I'll just give it to you, or you can go to Walmart and pick up what I use as paracord for 98 cents. It lasts longer." And they said, "Oh, well, thank you. I'm not going to charge them for a length, or if I put it on, that's $30. But I just use paracord. It lasts longer. You just got to melt the ends of it. That's it. Just melt the ends of it."
That's good to know. Does it come in the same sizes as like regular pull cord, like 3, 3.5, 4?
I melt the ends of this normal stuff anyway.
And then you always say, "Hey, how many of us have burned our fingertips doing that?"
I have no
fingerprint.
feeling. There's no feeling in between these two
Every
fingers.
time,
right
every
here.
time.
I'm cool guys.
It's burned.
Hey, William's got a question. This is an automotive question. Does anyone on here know what a crank sensor does on a vehicle? I would have no idea.
I have no idea.
Never heard of a crank sensor.
It determines what position the crank's in.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
It's
guessing.
up or down, right? Something like that.
Yeah, like a crank trigger ignition. So it'll fire at the right time and all that stuff.
Yeah, it has to do with exactly for firing the spark plug
on a vehicle.
Yeah.
Out of my league.
Yeah.
And a lot of them go bad in the winter time too. You have to watch. If you have a problem where your car cranks and cranks and cranks and doesn't start, a lot of times if you tap on the crank sensor, it'll start.
Yeah, that's true. And Brian asked, does anyone get totally excited when an engine starts nibbling at a clean run? I do.
What do you mean nibbling?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Brian?
Yeah. What's nibbling?
Yeah.
I'm sure it probably means when you clean the carburetor, more than likely, and it starts running well instead of surging. That's
my favorite is when I rebuild an engine. When you rebuild an engine, that first startup, when you turn it and it runs, so you're like, yeah.
It's a beautiful feeling.
It's like Carol always yells.
Yeah.
That's right. Woo!
I like when he says, "Where's your dinner? There's your dinner."
Saturday, Phil.
That's going to be a good stream. That is going to be a good one.
Yeah.
But again, I would have to wake up at 5 in the morning.
Yeah. Ken, can I say this? I got to leave pretty quick, but Ken, I woke up 2 days ago. And I roll over in bed and I look at my phone to start looking at my messages and everything. And it says, Ken Small Engine streamed 2 hours ago. I'm like, I just woke up and his stream ended 2 hours ago. I have no hope in hell of coming on your stream. But
you and Brucey, I know. That's why sometimes I'll do one like today. I did one during the day just for the heck of it,
Yeah,
I jumped in that one.
Yeah,
Phil was there.
Yeah.
I was driving down to the next driveway to do some snow blowing, but I only was on for about 10 minutes or so until I had to go and remove the snow. But Jungle Bob Repair, one question: do you guys give discounts, and if so, how much?
I give discounts to seniors, at least 10%. I give discounts to veterans, and I give discounts to people who are either doing cancer treatments or have gone through cancer treatments, because my daughter is a survivor. So absolutely.
Yeah.
Guaranteed, or do they have to ask?
I will answer this right now. Phil just put out a video on that exact same thing. Go watch his video. No cancer.
Good one, Steve. Thanks, Steve. Thanks for that input. I love it.
And it was a good video. It's a good video. Do you give a discount or do you not?
Guys, one thing I do too, I don't know about you guys, I also do some pro bono work. I have some customers that one guy was a massive cancer survivor, and we started talking one day, and every year I just tune his tractor up for nothing. Just there's certain people you got to give back. Pay it forward, right? And I try to do that.
Yeah, now,
I
Bob,
do that for the church.
You were talking about on your vlogs, too, that you were doing some, you sometimes do, like, free repairs or something like that. You want to talk about that, or?
Because some people in the comments are saying, "Well, I would never do a free repair to anybody or something like that." But people are
I
kind
just
of
did one for the church.
There's been well, number one, for like family, I do all that stuff for free. Some
No, you
people
charge them extra.
for the parts, but I consider the labor free.
Yeah.
I have a real good friend of ours, his kids that play with mine, he was just diagnosed with brain cancer. So I tuned up his driveway or his tractor for him. And I texted him the other night that I'm going to plow his driveway for him. I was telling the kids are home. They lit up the whole yard, because the kids aren't in school with coronavirus. He's got a lot going on. And, I said, listen, get all those wires off your driveway. I'm going to plow you because we're getting like 20 inches of snow. So, I try and give back and, I do what I can do. As far as discounts, if people ask me, hey, do you have a discount? I'll say, yeah, I'll give you 10%. And I do. I also, one other thing, I hand out like slips in the spring and mailboxes looking, local, the area I want to work, those neighborhoods, and I'll put specials on there. And yeah, it feels pretty good doing the work when like your effort to go out and put those on the mailboxes and that actually drew someone in. So
there you go.
That's what I do.
I just had one yesterday where the other day I was giving blood in the hospital. There was a guy next to me. There you go. I like that. There was a guy next to me getting chemo. He was 86 years old, and we just start talking. And I always throw it out there. I say, hey, we got snow coming. You guys have any snow machines? And the guy said, oh, I got 2 cars running. It turns out he lives maybe 2 miles from me, 86 years old. And normally it was taking a Briggs snowblower, bringing it to my house, taking the carb apart, taking the jello out of it, getting it going again, and all that stuff. And I'm gonna do a video on it. I have all the video. Anyway, so I bring it back to him, and normally I charge $100 for that, meaning pick it up, deliver it, and take the whole carb apart, clean it out, flush it, and all that. And I said, you know what? You're blood brother. You're doing the chemo. I'm doing the blood, all that stuff. $75. I feel good. I feel good about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why do you guys?
I had a customer
how do you guys
over here that was like 92. And he had like that big car, kind of looks like a taxi, pulled up. He got out and just a great guy. You double wide? And it's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I got this lawnmower.
Tonight was the first time a customer said to me, I watch you on YouTube. I've never had that before. I go to deliver something, and he said to me, he goes, you're Ken Small Engines. I go, yeah. He goes, I watch you, and I've never heard that before.
Yeah, you'd be surprised, man. I get a lot of people like I don't really.
That's why you got to watch what repairs your video and what you're saying them, right?
What you're saying, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, my neighbor was fixing his garage door, and he was like, "Yeah, there I am trying to fix my garage door," and I come across this video, and the guy showing me how to fix this garage door. I think this is great because he has the exact same whatever model I have, same builder built their houses. So he's like, and then he starts talking, and my wife says to me, Bob, don't you think that's Bob next door? And he's like, well, yeah, it does kind of sound like him. And he's like, yeah, I saw the neighbor's house and I knew it was you. And he's thinking, what the hell are the odds? It's got to be like 1 in a billion that you're watching a YouTube on how to fix your garage door opener, and the guy on YouTube lives next door to you.
Yeah, then you just pay him. You just pay him.
Double wide. Stop. Because I don't tell you on YouTube or any of that. No clue. But small world.
Oh yeah.
Hey Bob, just on that note, now you're screwed because when he has a problem with his garage door, he's gonna come jump across the fence and say, "Hey Bob, can you come help me?"
Yeah, well, he knows who you are too.
Yeah, I know.
He had a spindle in his lawnmower. He's got a John Deere, and he came up. I was watching Steve Small Engine Saloon, and said that. And I'm thinking, this is when this guy's going to say to me, I saw you on YouTube, but he's talking all about his bearings and how they weren't getting greased. So, yeah, he's watching YouTube.
All right, we got one more
yeah,
from Hero Democracy. What do you do if someone disables the safety switch on a mower? Use it for parts or fix the device? I'd say fix it. I mean, if someone disables it, fix it before you send it out, because you can be responsible for something that might.
You don't need the lawyers calling you.
What was that, Ken?
You don't need the lawyers calling you.
No.
Oh,
Liability is huge.
Well,
Yeah, I actually had a lawnmower that caught on fire.
Yeah.
This girl brought over this mower, and it needed things like tires and this. I guess she got it from her parents. She bought a house. It was like this young girl. So I fixed it up, and you know, it was like it needed blades. I think something was up with the transmission, and you know, I went to start it. It started fine. I brought it back to her, and she was using it. She cut a few times with it. A month later, she was out in the yard, and it caught on fire. And I'm figuring that there was like a rat's nest or something in it. So, yeah, you just never know. And, you know, I have insurance. And luckily, you know, she was fine outside when it happened. But, yeah, it does
She
happen.
was driving it when it happened, Bob?
No, she said she ran out of gas, and then she drove to, like, go get gas. And it was sitting out in the yard. At least it wasn't in her garage.
Oh, wow.
And I don't even know if my insurance would even cover that if it was in her garage. I don't know.
We just caught on fire from overheating or what?
I have no idea. But she came back from the gas station, and the thing was like there were no tires left on it. It was.
Holy cow.
Man.
If it shut off, and she would have noticed right away if there was a fire. If it was from
that sounds like insurance fraud.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had them catch on fire here before at the shop. You know, when you're trying to spray carburetor cleaner and you got some blowback, but you just put that out real quick. I've never heard of one catching on fire after they parked it.
Oh, I've heard of
ran
them
out of
catching.
gas.
I've heard them catch electrical fires, you know, where the battery cables melt and they turn cherry red and it starts stuff and all that. I've heard of that.
But not after you've been driving it and you park it.
Can I just interrupt one for a sec here?
Yeah.
I got to take off.
All right,
Okay,
Steve.
man.
Wait.
It was nice
You guys,
talking
this
to you.
has been absolutely a blast. I love doing stuff like this. I've been on for a long time now. So hopefully I get to see all of you and everybody watching this right now on Mix Channel on Saturday, December 19th. See you all there.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
Okay, Steve.
Have a great night, boys.
See you later.
Good day.
That was funny.
Yeah.
But
Hey, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about like most of our repairs always being just carburetor? I notice like 80% of things that come in my shop are just carburetor clean, and then you know, it's like you still got to make money. See, I don't have a lot of those. I don't have a lot of those. It's rare.
Yeah.
I have a lot of
someone comes in and don't run.
Yeah. I have a lot of landscapers who bang the valve cover on Hondas and crush the valve cover so it pushes the rocker arm open and it won't start. So now I stock the cast aluminum valve cover that they have on the 190 engine, which fits the 160, and you can't crush it.
Yeah, no, oh yeah, dude. With me, like in Arizona, like I don't have a lot of snowblowers, but we got a lot of concrete guys and construction workers. And dude, they just they take those heavy complaint compactors off the trucks and they pretty much just throw them on the ground. And if they run, they're going to use them. If not, they're like, hey, this thing broke. And then like people are like, oh, I ran it over with a car. Can you fix it? And I'm like, dude, the whole thing is destroyed.
all right,
You know,
Bob, and we got another question from William I. I don't know how long I'm gonna go. We've been up for like 2 hours, but we're probably gonna answer a few more questions and then call it.
Yeah, let's do questions now. Anybody in the chat, ask a question.
I'll throw one up. What kind of warranties do you guys give, if any? And I want Ken to answer this one because I think, Ken, you commented on one of my videos about warranty work. So
taillight warranty.
If
as soon as you don't see the taillights,
If I rebuild an engine, because like I said, I'm an engineer, by heart, and when I do an engine, everything is to literally tenths and all that. So I warranty an engine for 6 months, but when you warranty an engine for 6 months, that is not including operator customer error. Like anybody, no oil, running it dry, whatever, no oil in the gas in a 2-stroke. That's their fault, and we can tell. They think we're stupid. No, we can tell. You get the first thing I do with a 2-stroke, you pull the muffler. When it comes to just repairs, tune-ups, stuff like that, if the guy comes back 3 days later and says it won't start, I'm going to fix it. But don't come back 4 years from now and say, you just worked on it last week. No, I have a record. I know when I worked on something.
Exactly.
Always start it up in front of the customer too. Always start that thing up in front of them.
It ran yesterday. I say, show me.
Yeah, but here.
Yeah. No, don't you love that?
Here's the thing.
Go ahead, Andrew.
It's a taillight warranty. As soon as you don't see their taillights, it's done.
Yeah, don't you love
I do 2 weeks. I do 2 weeks if I repair it, but they can't bring it in and say, hey, you cleaned this and fixed it yesterday, but now I hit a stump and the flywheel key sheared. So can you fix that too, obviously? And I'm like, no, that wasn't part of the problem.
No.
That wasn't part of the problem.
Yeah, I love the ones when they bring it to you and they're like, hey, you fixed this last year and this year it's not starting. And by the way, I didn't drain the gas out of it. Can you just fix it for me?
Yeah.
And I left it outside in the snow.
Quick funny story. I went to go take my Toro 521, which I absolutely love, out of the garage today. It had fuel in it from last February. Okay. Start on the first pull.
Wow.
Cool.
Riding lawnmower?
No. 521 Toro snow thrower. No. 521 Toro
snow thrower. Okay.
Here's the secret, though. I drained out the ethanol. I mixed it with water, shook it up, popped a hole in it, let it drain out just a pure gas, added some octane booster, no ethanol.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, we're lucky enough to have ethanol free about 10 minutes away from my house, so I don't have to go through that process.
Yeah. Not here.
I don't use ethanol free.
People don't realize, though, you see on the videos where you put a little shot glass of water in, you shake it up, and you can see it in suspension, and you could drain out just the gas and leave the ethanol in water. The problem is ethanol, and you know this, Bob, ethanol adds a lot of octane to the mix. So when you drain out that ethanol, it's going from 87 to like 80. So you got to put an octane booster back in it. And
didn't Steve just make a video on how to do that?
I think I did one. Yeah, I think I did one time. But contrary to popular belief, don't think racing gas is good for power equipment, because it's not. The higher the octane, the slower it burns, okay, to avoid detonation. If you put 105 racing gas, you're never going to start the damn thing. People don't realize that. Oh, I'm using Cam 2. Go ahead, try and start it. It ain't going to work.
Yeah. Like
I use 87.
Yeah, 87, 89. I think Steel recommends 89. Yeah.
I just use ethanol pump gas and everything. And I know people are going to be like, oh, that's no good.
After a month, it goes in my truck. I want to be fresh all the time because you never know what's in it.
Here's a question for you, Ken. Well, anyone, actually. But, recently I had last week, 2 weeks ago, I had this generator. Okay, and it was a Generac. It was pretty nice, pretty big. It was a Husky. Actually, it was a Husky generator and had a Subaru engine. It had a 7-gallon tank filled to the top. This guy worked in the military, and the gas was in it for maybe 2 or 3 or 4 years. And I was having, run issues, and, I cleaned the carburetor. That was clogged up. And the gas, I wanted to try and run it because there was like 7 gallons of gas. I was like, what was I going to do with that? So I was running. It just wasn't running right. And, I looked at the gas and it looked so cloudy. And I took it out, and I recently made like this gas caddy, and I have a fill right pump on it. And I have a big like canister filter thing, which, it's like that Mr. Funnel, which is about, I believe it's like 50 microns.
Yeah, the coalescing filter. Coalescer. Yep. Gets the water.
Yeah, this thing's down to 10 microns.
Yep.
So anyhow, I don't want to put this fuel right back in the thing I was servicing because I wasn't sure about it. And This fuel looked so bad that I actually spilled a little on the ground and lit it on fire to see if it would even burn, because it was so dull looking.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I have it in this gas pump, and I'm like, what the hell am I going to do with this? Because I get all these snow blowers in. I don't want to be putting it in them. So I put it in my truck, and I'm thinking my truck's like fuel injected. So, yeah, that should run through all right or not.
Just put a bottle of Techron in there, the Techron fuel injector cleaner. I swear by that stuff. Put a bottle of that in whenever you do that. It'll take care of it.
Well, I don't have any problem with my truck, but I'm wondering with fuel injectors, is that going to burn? Like,
it'll burn. You just don't want it to gum up or do anything like that. That's why if you put a nice fuel injector cleaner in there with it, I usually take old crappy fuel. I have an old jerry can I use, and I put in my snapper rider or my tractors just a little bit, maybe a quart to a gallon every time I fill up, just to get rid of it, just a little bit at a time.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you guys think about stabilizers?
Running, it doesn't know.
Fuel stabilizers?
Yeah.
This morning, I'll show you a
oil.
Shirley Temple I had this morning. And when I took the gas out of this Aaron snow thrower, it looked like a Shirley Temple. I said, what'd you guys do? It was two women. I said, guys, stable. Oh, yeah. More is better. No, it's not. It's not a Shirley
it's
Temple.
snake oil. It's snake oil.
I like the K100 just because it's thin and it's clear.
Absolutely.
And I'll tell you, when I service, everything I service, when I fill it up with fuel, I put that in.
Well, what's the motto, Bob? It makes water burn, right?
Didn't you watch Terrell's video? K100 was the only one who failed.
Really? No, I didn't.
Yeah, in his experiments, it's the only one who failed.
I don't know. I've had great luck with K100. I mean, I've had K100, and there's another fuel additive called FA, made in Brooklyn, New York. It's hard to find. I put that stuff in 5-year-old fuel in a chainsaw, and it made it burn.
I like Seafoam. If I have to use anything,
I think Seafoam's overrated, though. You know what I mean?
It is, but it helps. You know, hey, you know another thing I do? I also take, if you also just add fresh gas to the old gas, it normally helps it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I said, around here, it's all full of ethanol anyway, so you got the 10%, 15%. It's crazy.
Chaotic Twig asked the question, Burton Stratton push mower. And right away, Chaotic Twig, we need a model number or horsepower or whatever. But what heat range plug do you recommend, or what part number on the plug? It's not a
flathead or a overhead.
It's a J.
That's what I wanted. Yeah, that's what I wanted to figure out. If Chaotic Twig, if you're still on here, go ahead and kind of give us more clarification on that question.
You guys are gonna hate me, but I just put a spark plug in there.
I mean, a flathead takes a J19LM, an overhead valve takes an RC12YC 99% of the time. If I want to get fancy, I use the BPR5 or BPR6ESs like you use in the Hondas, but it all depends on what you have. If I can get a Champion at Walmart for $1.75, I'm going to buy 20 at a time. Now Walmart here went to Autolite plugs. They don't stock Champions anymore at my Walmart. It's all Autolite.
Ken, didn't you so many spark plugs?
Oh, my favorite. Wait, hold on. I'll be right back. I'm going to show you something.
I'll send you some.
What's up, babe? What's up, babe? Yeah, look, I have so many spark plugs. I just use whatever fits. I have 2 whole drawers full.
I have really good. Okay.
Plugs. You talk about torch plugs, okay? This one I just had on my living room table because I took this out of a Toro. And Toro, my dealer, as soon as he gets in a Toro 2-cycle thrower, he takes these out, tucks them, okay? Yeah. And what they're really good for is necklaces. You take a torch plug and, you know, I mean, they make great necklaces, you know? That's what torch plugs are only good for jewelry. That's about it.
There's Terrell.
Yeah.
Actually, I got this from Phil Hardy, Top Conquer, over in the UK, sent me this. So, because you got a guy over in the UK, Roy's the boy. He swears by these. And I'm going to send him about 400 of them that I've taken out of bad equipment.
Boy,
Bruce Pender actually checked some of these. Bruce Pender took his multimeter and checked them, and half of them had dead shorts, or dead, or just no continuity.
I use NGK or Champion. That's it.
Yeah. How about, hey, what do you guys do when you get those E3 and all those crazy plugs? Do you actually keep them in?
You know, in the newer steels and stuff, they're always in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
I stopped.
They don't run E3s. They run box plugs.
Usually Bosch.
Oh, I'm thinking of Echo. Echo has the E3s in them. I don't. There's one chainsaw company.
Steel runs Bosch WSR6Fs or CMR 7A something.
CMR 6As and some of the smaller steel stuff. Yeah. I mean, I like NGK. NGK is a great plug. But hey, Champion, you can't. I mean, all the history on a Champion. But if you're running a Kohler Case series, Autolite 216 all the way.
Yeah. I think NGKs are honestly overpriced. They're a good plug, but they're just pricey.
Yeah, but
I got like so many of them. I got like thousands.
Those are platinum.
Buy them in bulk.
An old retired small engine mechanic just gave me everything he had. He said, "Here, dude, I like that a younger person is doing this now." He goes, I'm done. I'm retired. He goes, you can have everything. I got belts, spark plugs, tools. He just said, keep going, man.
Nice.
Wow. Like thousands of dollars worth of stuff. And I'm just like, are you sure I can give you something? And he goes, nope. He goes, I just want to see younger people do this. He goes, keep it up. He goes, have a good day.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'm good. I never had to buy a spark plug for a long time. So that's good.
My small engine mentor who taught me a lot of stuff now is going to be 91 this year. His name's Myron, real great guy. He's got 3 barns full of small engines and wheel horse tractors. He's a wheel horse guy, but he's been doing it since the 40s. So the stories he could tell, oh my gosh.
Hey, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about these? A lot of like generators and stuff now. I've noticed they're becoming fuel injected, not carbureted anymore. We're gonna have to change what we know.
Generators or chainsaws?
I've gotten not. Yeah. Oh, you're talking like on the inverter ones and the smaller ones.
Yeah. But I'm also here. You know, and a lot of these, they're making these electric powered equipment too. That's just like competing with gas powered.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You just slap a. I mean, like, what are we going to do when electric and fuel injected takes over our business?
It's all politics. It's noise regulations and pollution. That's all it is.
Like the Greenworks brand, they got the battery-operated stand-on zero turn and a sit-down zero turn. I mean, battery running on batteries.
Gravely has one. Gravely has a battery zero turn now.
Yeah, they're making them, but a lot of folks are still saying nothing beats gas.
But for a condominium that doesn't want any noise on a Sunday morning and you want to cut the grass, there you go.
Yeah. I hear you. People are going green.
Does anyone watch Project Farm?
Sure.
Where he does all the tests.
Yeah, I just love how he like goes in depth on every test, and he's just honest all the way. Like he'll be like, "Hey, man, I can't believe this generic brand beat steel." You know?
Yeah.
I mean, $800 something for an electric chainsaw, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I could buy a $50, $100 Walmart brand gas powered chainsaw that'd do just as good.
See, let me tell you the problem with battery operated anything nowadays. If you want a good battery operated chainsaw, let's say, the chainsaw itself is going to cost you $300 without the battery and without the charger. The charger is $129, and the battery, a good battery, is $199. So that's why you're going to be spending $600 to $700 for a complete setup, a decent setup that's not like bottom end battery operated, but like a top quality steel with a good battery and a good charger, like a fast charger. You're going to be around $600-700.
Yeah.
Project Farm just did his, and he said he paid $890 something for all 3. Yeah. The battery, the chainsaw, and the charger. It was like $893.
Oh yeah. No,
I don't burn wood. I just I trim like bushes and trees and things like that around my yard. So every time I go to use, whether it's my hedge trimmer or chainsaw, the things always don't want to start, So finally this year I just got fed up with it because I was taking down a kid's like swing set treehouse thing, and I was using a chainsaw, and I broke something on the chainsaw broke that I had, and I borrowed my buddy's steel saw, and I used it, and of course I was cutting for like 10 minutes, and the thing like lost compression. So I couldn't start. It was like, yeah, great. I borrowed someone's saw. Now the thing's busted. So I rebuilt his saw for him. I put in one of those Chinese blocks and pistons, the whole deal. And yeah, the saw runs great. I have video on it. MS 170 steel. But anyhow, that pissed me off to like no end. And what I ended up doing is I bought the Milwaukee saw. I got 12.0 amp hour battery, which is about 170 bucks. And I have, I got the saw. Got it off like eBay. It was like 240 for the saw. But I use the chainsaw like twice, 3 times a year. And, that thing's always going to work. And actually, it cuts really well. Like there's a lot of YouTube videos on that.
You can ask Phil about Milwaukee. Phil loves Milwaukee products.
The Makita chainsaw is pretty good too, but it's a dual battery on the Makita.
That's my tool line. I have all Milwaukee pretty much.
Yeah, I have all Milwaukee. Recently, last year, my wife got me the M18 blower, and I had a.
Yeah, I have that too.
It runs great. I mean, for lawn care business, you can throw it in the back of your truck, and not even as soon, you can run that thing all day. And usually grass clippings, if they're dry, that Milwaukee battery will blow them straight back into the grass. So for dry grass clippings in the lawn care business, it works great. I don't see
a Harbor Freight guy.
BR 600 steel backpack blower just to blow a couple clippings back into their yard. It's pointless. Just get that thing.
My favorite Milwaukee, though.
All Harbor Freight.
Yeah, my favorite Milwaukee though has to be the 18-volt half-inch impact. I use that thing for everything. You can break the studs off a Mack truck. I love that thing.
Are you talking about the high torque or the mid torque?
The high torque.
High torque.
I have high torque.
I have one of those, and I thought it was a little overkill for me, but I traded straight up a one of those half-inch impacts, the high torque one, for a heated Milwaukee jacket, which is really nice in the wintertime. But
my kid has one of those.
And then I bought a 3/8 Milwaukee stubby impact, and that thing takes off my zero-turn mower blades. Even the 3/8.
I'm amazed at the 1/4-inch impact Milwaukee's, the torque that they have. They're pretty powerful.
Do you guys have the Milwaukee ratchets?
Yeah, I got the 3/8. I have the original one, and then I sold it and got the fuel brushless one. Really nice. I'm thinking of getting a 1/4-inch long neck one, but I really don't see a need for it. Or 200. What are they? $220 right now, just for the.
Yeah, but the 1/4-inch one is so handy though when you're doing little stuff. It really is.
Yeah, I just got the. I already had the 3/8, and I don't know why, but the 1/4-inch one costs more than 3/8. So what I ended up doing was I bought a bare tool off Amazon. They have like that warehouse thing or whatever the hell it is. I think I bought a bare tool Milwaukee one that was used very good, which kind of means it's brand new.
Yeah.
And it was like $67 shipped.
Yeah, Bob, is that place CPO Warehouse? Because I get the ads from them
on Amazon. You can get sometimes you look at an item and then it says it's used. You can buy it used. It says it next to it.
Oh yeah.
Hey, now I know Phil made a video on this. What do you guys think of overpriced Snap-on tools?
So I wanna jump on this one. The only reason I'd buy Snap-on, and I'd never buy from the Snap-on truck, it would be from pawn shops. The only expensive Snap-on tools I buy are the tools that I use every single day. Compression tester, I have a Matco compression tester. Top quality, good quality. It lasts me pretty much forever, until it breaks, but it's way better than Harbor Freight compression tester. I got some Snap-on pliers I use every day. And I think I have a few Snap-on ratchets as well, and some sockets, and that's about everything that they use on a daily.
I know a guy who loves the Snap-on tools more than he loves his wife.
I think the most prioritized tools that you use on a daily, you would have to put at least some, or you'd have to buy at least some good quality tool, because you're going to be using it on a daily. Who knows when it's going to break and for what reason. But once it breaks and you got 5 other mowers to repair and you need that tool, you're going to make your way, you're going to make a trip down to the automotive store or the big box store just to buy another cheap tool, and it's going to break on you every, after about a year.
I just want to say this: my Harbor Freight ratchet has probably made me close to $10,000, and I've had one break, and I paid $7 for it.
Talking the Pittsburgh kind or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a few of those.
I had one break, and I was like, "Oh no!"
Yeah, I got the 3/8 long-handled Pittsburgh ratchet, and it works great.
Yeah. The one that also expands to a breaker bar?
No, it's just it's a fixed long-handled swivel head.
I saw that the other day, the one that expands. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the one I use. And I even changed the tire the other day on my friend's car with it. It's like, if
but you talk about changing the tire, get the 1/2-inch Milwaukee impact, you'll never go back.
I use an air impact.
Yep. I'm telling you, Milwaukee 1/2-inch.
I use all hand.
If I could have sex with it, I would. That's how much I love that tool.
No, honestly, I think air tools. This is really getting into a touchy subject, but I think air tools are dying.
Yep.
But
put it this way: you have 100 psi, 90 CFM available with you wherever you are. No, but your Milwaukee's there.
My car has a constant air tank in it with an inverter that if it loads air, it turns on. So I always have air in my car. I'm a mobile mechanic, though. That's why in my videos you see me always going out and doing stuff. I'm a mobile mechanic. I'm waiting. Next year I'm going to buy a big ass box truck, a old U-Haul truck, and I'm just going to turn that into a mobile shop.
There's a kid out there with YouTube videos now that does that. I saw I think he calls himself Mobile Mechanic.
Yeah. What's the channel?
I think he's called Mobile Mechanic. There's a kid out there. He bought a bread truck and he converted it into a mobile shop.
He's on motorcycle, right?
Yeah.
So do you do that like full time or you're part time?
Oh, me? Oh, yeah. I'm a full time small engine mechanic. I mean, look, I already got so much stuff in my garage. I pick it up and work on it, or I work on it out there. It all depends. Like those ATVs I worked on the other day, I can't move those. I didn't have it. My trailer was down. I can't move those, so I just worked them at their house. But people like that. People like that you go to them.
Yeah.
And it makes some extra cheddar. So I know people hate working on the ground though.
Oh, let me tell you something about Harbor Freight. Sorry, Double Wide. Let me tell you something about Harbor Freight. I saw Bruce Pender's video on the lift, right? The hydraulic lift or the pump lift.
I got one.
Yeah, I went to go to Harbor Freight to buy one. I bought it, brought it home, took it out of my truck. It was really heavy. Anyways, I put it together, go to pump it. It says you need to bleed the system. I bled it. I filled it with hydraulic fluid. Nothing. It wouldn't pump. It wouldn't pump at all. It wouldn't hold.
Take it back and get a new one. Take it back and get a new one.
I took it back, and I told them, "Can you guys build one for me? Because I want to make sure that it works before I take it back home, build it, and then go back to it."
That happened to me, Phil. I bought the 1,000-pound version, the gray one. I had a coupon for it. The problem was, and I'm familiar with hydraulics and all that stuff, Bob, you could attest to this. One of the U-cups was upside down. So when I bought mine, it wasn't, and I took it apart and I look and I go, holy crap, the U-cup is upside down. So I go back to Harbor Freight and the guy goes, what's a U-cup? And I'm like, okay. I said, can I just take one off of the, another one? So I took a cylinder off another one. It was fine.
Well, you got lucky because the thing is, I didn't want to play this game with them, spend 25 minutes driving there, 25 minutes back, put it together, make a bunch of big mess, oil mess in my shop. Yeah. It doesn't work. Go 25 minutes back. It was just a waste of gas, waste of time. I was getting furious. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna buy one like this from Harbor Freight ever again. So
Put it this way, Phil. I work in the industry where we buy commercial stuff all the time. I can buy 1,000-pound lift table for $6,000, and it'll be perfect out of the box for work. Or I could buy the $200 one from Harbor Freight. You get what you pay for.
Yeah.
I agree.
Bill, I got to tell you, I got a Harbor Freight cart. You know, like a lot like Bruce Pender's, because I was talking to him about that. And I put the board up top. That it'll hold a lawnmower or snowblower. It's big enough. But I also I went to a scrap yard and I found like a commercial lift cart, and that thing will pump up in like 8.
I saw your video. Yeah, you got a good video.
The other one, the Harbor Freight one, is like 50 pumps. And
wow,
I have 2 of them now, and I pretty much only use the commercial one because it just pumps up so much faster.
Right? Is that the one you had to do welding on the base?
Yeah, dude, that thing was destroyed. I shouldn't have even gotten it. I got in over my head, and I just put my head down, stuck to it, and chipped away, and got it done. But that lift cart's freaking awesome compared to the Harbor Freight one.
Yep.
But I still have to add like plywood to it and make it like solid like my other one, which I haven't done yet. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that or just keep the Harbor Freight one. I haven't gotten around to it.
Hey, do any of you guys have a motorcycle lift like Musty with the side extensions for like a tractor or something?
I had the Harbor Freight one, red one, but it didn't have an option to put the side pieces on. But I had the red one. I sold it because it was, at the time I was really busy with lawn care, and I figured that I was getting more business with lawn care, and I was like, no, this is just taking up space. I want more space in the shop. And so I sold it off, but now I regret it. I wish I had still kept it. But you can get them for
Was it electric or pneumatic? Which one?
What?
Was it electric or pneumatic?
It was pneumatic. No, it was a hydraulic one where you pump with the foot. You got a foot pedal. You just pump it up to lift it, but it worked great. I mean, for $279, you really couldn't beat that price. But originally, I think they're like $449, if I'm not mistaken, or $399 or $399. And so sometimes they have them on sale for $279, which is the lowest price they would ever drop them down to. And once it was that, I took it really heavy. You really need a trailer to transport that thing, or a truck or something. But you gotta need like a couple guys to get it off the bed of your truck if they don't have if they don't
With
have
Harbor Freight, though, you need a good cashier at Harbor Freight that takes 27 coupons. Gets it all.
All right, sounds good, Andrew. Take care. Yeah,
It's getting cold. It's getting cold out here now, so I'm gonna go inside.
All right.
Go make some money.
Bye, guys. Nice. I had fun.
Yeah, good night.
See you.
Yeah, it's getting late here too. It's around 6 o'clock, but
it's
wrapping it. So.
It's 8:58 here, Phil.
Huh?
8:58 here.
It is 8:58 here. Yep.
7:58 here.
Was it dinner time there, Phil? Right?
Hey, Carl's here. CNL Small Engine. How you doing, Carl? See, Carl can tell you about Briggs & Stratton warranty work because I think Carl's a Briggs dealer.
Yeah.
So yeah, Carl's going mobile this year, and Carl quit his lawn care business. Now he's doing full-time small engine repair because he was saying that it's really hard to get guys to run your lawn care business, and that's true. And I agree with him. It's really hard to find good workers that'll stick around and actually listen to you and tell, and actually run your business. But managing 2 business, having a crew manage one, and then you're managing the other one is almost near impossible unless you got good guys that know what they're doing. But
I'll tell you one thing. I've done a lot of these landscapers, and it's unbelievable to me that these guys don't maintain anything. Yeah, they have like kids and whoever they can find running their equipment. But they don't even know how to sharpen the blades. They don't, you know what I mean? Like, how do you run a lawn care business and you don't do any maintenance? He's paying me to do like everything for him every year, all the time. And it's like, how do you make any money?
Oh yeah, no, I
mean,
agree.
that's why you got into small engine. It's like you can't afford to send that stuff out, right?
No, and I tell all the lawn care guys I meet, I'm like, hey, here's my business card. If you got machines that you need fixed, I'll do it for cheaper than you would take it to a shop. But you know, I get business here and there from other lawn care guys and just friends that run lawn care businesses here where I live. And I tell them all the time, take it to me because that'll increase my, you know, business, and I could turn around and you know, get it back to you quicker than any other shop would in town. So, but I feel like, you know, a tune-up on a zero turn here is like over $200 something just to get the zero turn tune-up, and a lot of these fleet or guys have like fleets of, you know, 10 machines. So do the math, you're up to $2,000 just on maintenance for every time you bring your fleet in for repair. So a lot of money. If you get good contacts with other lawn care guys, you can make a lot of money, especially if they're big companies.
Starting to get into them, and like I had a guy that, you know, I was doing all his equipment, and then him and his brother own a landscape company, and the two of them, they got into a fight, so they split up, and they each own their own landscaping company. And I'm doing a lot of equipment for both these guys, and it's sort of weird with like word of mouth, how one of them used me, now the other one's coming to me, and you know, my business is really picking up in the last like year and a half. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, all right. I think we've been up for a very long time, over 2.5 hours. So I think we should call it a night. I appreciate everybody that's been on here. Bob, thank you. Ken, David, thank you for sticking around to the end. And I appreciate everybody else that was on here, Andrew and Steve and William as well. So I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you for joining the live stream. This was literally unplanned. I was just testing out StreamYard, but now I know that if it's raining outside, I shouldn't use my laptop for sure, because I've been kicked out of my own live stream plenty of times tonight. So, but I appreciate you guys sticking around. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys next time. And Ken's, don't forget to go live when you get that snowfall. I want to see that 2 feet of snow.
Telling you, absolutely. I remember the last big one we had was about 3.5 feet, and the whole town was like shut down. They had to put front end loaders, just to get us out of our driveways and out of our streets. But I don't think it'll be that bad. But you know what? Last year we had 2 snowstorms. That was it for the whole year. So this year, it's gonna be fun. Bob, you're gonna get
a lot of snow blowers coming in, Ken.
I did 6 today.
Yeah. All right, take care, guys.
All right, sounds good.
Guys. Take care, David. Take care.
Thanks, Bill.
David, by the way, David.